Good evening, and welcome back to the Richland Football Network, here for Week 10's action. Let's get right to it. Your 9-0 Rams take on the 3-6 Central Cambria Red Devils. Let's take a look at some of the final scores for last week's conference matchups. Bishop McCourt gets blown out by Bishop Guilfoyle 56-3. Forest Hills falls to Penn Cambria 49-34. Central Martinsburg defeats Westmont Hilltop 44-23. And Bedford crushes Greater Johnstown 60-8. Let's take a look at tonight's opponent. Central Cambria has only played one game where the score was close, it being a 21-19 loss to Westmont in Week 1. In the other 8 games they've played, the Red Devils have either blown out the opposition or been blown out by several scores. Now let's take a glance at last week's win over Chestnut Ridge, which moved the Rams to 9-0 and clinched the LHAC championship.
Sam Pennell went 11 for 15, passing for 285 yards and 4 passing touchdowns. Austin Yarnick had 8 receptions for 220 yards and a career-high 3 touchdowns. Ethan Box also had a 54-yard touchdown grab on the night, and Ryan McGowan and Evan McCracken were also involved in the past game. McCracken also ran the ball 29 times for 186 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Nichols and Robertson also had several carries. Noah Ritko made all 4 of his PAT attempts on the night. There are no defensive stats posted for last week's game. Final score 40-14. The Rams take the win on the road.
With the postseason just 1 week away and already having clinched the conference, how do you keep your team focused for their last game of the regular season?
It's really easy to keep focused this week. I mean, we're going for an undefeated season, and going out and trying to send these seniors off with a big victory on senior night.
Now, after seeing this team grow and develop over the past 9 weeks, how different of an outlook do you have to take going into Week 10 versus going into Week 1?
Well, I think it's like all teams. I mean, you have injuries and situations where you don't have the same guys. So for us, I mean, we have to look at which guys are playing where this week, who's able to play, and put them in the right position to have success.
With team chemistry well established now, has there been any leaders who stepped up that have surprised you?
I don't think there's any surprise, but we've had a lot of guys take on leadership roles, whether they're freshmen or whether they're sophomores, juniors, or seniors. We've had a lot of guys, step into leadership roles on this team.
Being the last undefeated team obviously puts a target on your back. How do you take that?
I'd rather be undefeated than not, so I enjoy it.
All right, and we didn't get to do this one last week, so if there was an alternate helmet that Richland had, which one would you pick?
It's a difficult one. I think you got to go with the either the metallic blue or the metallic red would be my choice. So it'd be one of those two.
All right, what jersey combo are we going to see the Rams in for senior night?
Senior night will be a blackout, so we're going with black shirt, black pants.
What's the question?
Who has the shortest temper? It's a 4-way tie. Me, Luke, EJ, Reckner. That's a great pick.
Ethan Janidlo when Carson Reckner steps on his toes. It's every day.
It's definitely Janidlo. He loses his mind over anything. Luke Vitale.
Probably Declan. Yeah, more than likely Declan. He's there. Just every day he wakes up pissed.
Reckner.
Coach Hobbs.
That's either Luke Vitale, Declan Piscatella, or Ethan Janidlo. It's got to be one of those 3. Nah, not Reckner.
I'm going to say EJ and maybe Luke Vitale.
Luke Vitale. Declan and EJ.
Joseph David Penna. Why? Because he just can't control himself.
Shortest temper on the team would have to go to either Luke Vitale or Joseph Penna.
Joseph Penna.
Why?
Because he just start coming at me like looking all weird and all mad at me. He's like, he starts coming at me. It's weird.
Chase Krasik and Luke Vitale.
Luke Vitale is the shortest temper.
Lucas Vitale has the shortest temper. He goes from 0 to 100. You say anything, this kid's mad. Like, it's ridiculous.
All right, that's cool.
Carson Reckner or Joe McEnany. Joe got in like 7 fights during 7-on-7s.
And Reckner's just like, he's like growls and stuff. It's weird.
Carson Reckner.
Why?
He just is.
Okay, let me go.
Carson Reckner too.
Say my name. I dare you, bro.
Ethan Janillo.
Oh no. I get it. I have the worst temper on the team, along with Luke Feitel and Carson Reckner.
I'm gonna have to go with Luke Feitel. I mean, he's mad right now. And he made fun of me yesterday. Ruined my whole night. Dinner was horrible because of him. Horrible.
Joe McEnany. Because he gets mad when you call him blonde. Definitely Coach Hobbs. And for like the players, it's me, EJ, and Carson for sure.
Who's the chillest?
The chillest?
Yeah, never gets angry.
Oh, that's a good Brody. I haven't actually seen Brody get angry. He's like weirdly quiet. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Jake Regan. I play for the 7th grade junior high football team. Here's a word from our sponsors. Go Rams!
Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Changchun Shang Medical Center, Cardellino Eye Care, FWF Insurance Agency, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Rizzo's, EcoSafe Sanitizing, Sporting Goods Discounters, Johnstown Construction, Flair of Country Catering, Dean Jordan Tire and Service, FX Screen Printing and Embroidery, The Fifth, Laurel Auto Group, RPM Signs, Senator Wayne Langerholk, Advantage Auto, Mihalco's, Ed DiMartino DDS, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Nikos, First Team Advertising, Winber Care, Bob Heffelfinger, Best Window and Door Company, First Summit Bank, Ponchain Financial, Advanced Office Systems, DB Homes, Beauty Lawn, Memorial Chevrolet, Tap 814, Asiagos, Market Basket, Ashbro Decorative Landscaping and Curbing, Vantage Physical Therapy, Roof Rejov, and Ideal Market. Again, thank you to our 2022 Richland football sponsors. This production could not be done without you all.
depth of teams, that was going to be the problem. And let's look at Richland ones. No Brock Batchy for basically the whole season. No Jordan Nickel or no Graydon Lewis for basically the entire season.
Right.
No Luke Feitel for the last 2 weeks. Ryan McGowan missed a ton of time. And here we are at 9-0. How many teams can you say around that you've seen that can handle those types of losses and yet come back and put the product on the field that they do? And that's just credit to me, to the Richland coaching staff and these young players out here.
Well, we have a great coaching staff at Richland, and I occasionally attend practice, and the old coach, I like to see what's going on. And what I seem to notice a lot of kids get practice time, and that's important because you never know when your number is going to be called. And these kids that have stepped up, and done a great job, have like Austin Yarnick as a receiver. Lewis was our top receiver probably, and we still have Ryan McGowan as a receiver, but we need that other guy. You need more than one guy. And Austin Yarnick has stepped up and done a great job. He's only a sophomore, but I like to say now he's no longer a sophomore. He's been through 9 games. He's more like a junior, senior right now. He has 2 more years to go. So it's a matter of getting kids time in practice. The kids know the offense. They love the offense. They get a lot of playing time during the game night, too. That's the other thing I should mention. Coach Bailey has a way of using a lot of kids in a lot of different positions because you never know when your number's coming up, and you can always say, well, hey, I've been there before. Not like the old days, like when I played as a sophomore. If Coach said Yanity, I was like, what the heck? What am I going to do? I never played much, but when I got older, of course, we played. But Brandon has a way of playing a lot of kids every Friday night, and it certainly has paid off.
So let's talk a little bit about the playoffs, Fred, because now we can talk about it. We are in week 10 of the regular season, last game of the regular season. So now we can comfortably talk about the playoffs. And Richland will get 2 home games here at Hurlinger Field. And next week, if I'm not mistaken, should match up with a West Shamokin team who tonight is playing North Star. And West Shamokin coming in at 4-5. So here we go, playoff time.
Top 8 teams, right, Ed? Top 8 teams in District 6. That top 8 team right now, if I can find my newspaper here, help me out, buddy. 2A. Thank you.
You got it.
I thought I had it.
Right here, buddy.
No, that's not it. That's state.
Oh, we'll go up here.
We're really.
We'll find this thing. Hold on a second.
Well, anyhow,
we got this right here.
Okay, 2A playoffs. Top 8 teams. Number 1, Richland. Number 2, Penns Valley. Number 3, Bishop Guilfoyle. Number 4, Bald Eagle Area. Number 5, Bellwood Anthus. Number 6, Mount Union. Number 7, Southern Huntington. And the team that we would play would be West Shamokin, who plays North Star tonight. Our friend from the Altoona Mirror filled us in on that game, and we should, they should fare well again. If all things being equal, they should fare pretty well in that game. So we'll be here hopefully next Friday night against West Shamokin, which is one of the teams in the Heritage Conference.
All right, we're about to start our festivities for senior night, so we'll go ahead and take the race. So welcome everybody to Richland Hurlinger Field for tonight's contest between Richland and Central Cambria. And we're going to begin announcing our seniors, too, as they come out in the field. This is great. We have the video tonight, Stone Mangus handling the duties on the board for us tonight, so we get to announce our seniors. And here's one we were talking about previously. Unfortunately, this young man has lost the season due to an ACL injury. So Brock Batchy. Brock is being escorted by Jennifer and Rick Batchy. Brock has been a member of the Richland football program for all 4 years. The most memorable sports moment was winning District 6 for the 4th time. Brock's other activities include the Executive Board, National Honor Society, the Ski Club, Student Council, Track and Field. His future plans are to attend college and get a degree in biology and further his education in medical school. So congratulations to Brock Batchy. We certainly feel for this young man, Fred.
Absolutely, and he's a great young man. And the fact that he's such a good football player, but also a good student, And so many of our kids have become good students. That's a tribute to the whole program at Richland, academically and athletically.
Yeah, I admired him. He's a biology major, which was what I was myself. And maybe I could talk to Brock, maybe lean him towards the dentistry field as we need more dentists coming in. All right, next we have Ethan Box. Ethan is escorted by Earl and Stephanie Box. Ethan has been a member of the Richland football program since the 1st grade. His most memorable sports moment is winning District 6 championship. Ethan's other activities include track and field, club kind, fantasy sports club, and SAD. His future plans are to further his education. Congratulations to number 14, Ethan Box.
He's really stepped up this year and done a great job filling in at wide receiver, and he is one of our top receivers at this point in the season. And once again, just a fine young man, and I think we can say that for all of these guys, but I'm going to say it for everyone because it's well deserved.
All right, next we have Zach Hancock, big number 77. Zach is escorted by Christy Harnish. Zach has been a member of the Richland football program for 5 years. His most memorable sports moment are freshman Cal U camp and the freshman and sophomore big man challenge. Zach's other activities include track and field and National Honor Society. His future plans are to attend UPJ and major in economics. Congratulations to Zach Hancock. And I got to mention, Zach had a huge game last week down at Chestnut Ridge with 5.5 sacks. And I was telling Stone and you, I think there was an article in the paper. They put all the leading stats leaders, and unfortunately, Zach's name was not under this one of the stack leaders in the district, but he is.
He had a tremendous game last week, that's for sure. And also, another member of the National Honor Society, another member of the 4-time District 6 champion Rams. That's amazing in itself.
All right, next we have Darden Horsley. Darden is being escorted by Bill and Sonia Horsley. Darden has been a member of the Richland football program for 9 years. Most memorable sports moment is kicking the game-winning field goal against Somerset in 6th grade. PJ and I were just talking about that. Darden's other activities include Club Kind, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Mock Trial, SAD. He loves the weight room, and he is vice president of the Fantasy Sports Club. His future plans are to attend college and major in economics with a goal to attend law school afterwards. So congratulations to Darden Horsley. Funny, PJ and I were just talking about that. That was one of his favorite moments, too, was Darden kicking a game-winning field goal, and I believe they won 9-6 against Somerset.
I think about a 6th grader.
Yeah.
6th grader kicking a game-winning field goal, and the posts are the same height as varsity.
Yep.
Here we go. Here is another one coming.
So next we have, again, a young man who unfortunately lost most of his season, got hurt in the second game of the year at Central. We have Graydon Lewis. Graydon is being escorted by Robert and Shelley Lewis. Graydon has been a member of the Richland football program for 9 years. Most memorable sports moment is tackling Julian Fleming on a punt in freshman year. Graydon's other activities include track and field. Future plans are to further his academic and athletic careers at St. Francis University. So congratulations to Graydon Lewis.
Go Flash. Well, I was up there last Saturday to see them play, and Graydon's going to fit in very well at St. Francis. It's a great program, great atmosphere, and he'll do a wonderful job. And I'm sure his whole family is very proud of him tonight, even though he got to play like a game in 3 quarters.
Yeah, and he was off to a tremendous start of this season as well.
Tremendous young man.
All right, so next we have big number 56. We have Hayden Lucas. Hayden is escorted by Richard and Diane Lucas. Hayden has been a member of the Richland football program for the last 10 years. Most memorable sports moment is carrying the flag for the District 6 championship game. Hayden's other activities include math club, Mu Alpha Theta, NHS, track and field, and TSA. Future plans are to attend Juniata College and study biochemistry. So congratulations to Hayden Lucas. So Hayden, a very smart young man, going into biochemistry.
I can't even say
and that is a rough major, I can tell you that.
I said before, a lot of good academic. We have somebody going to straighten out the economy now. I heard that earlier.
Absolutely.
Somebody's going to law school. They're going to straighten out a lot of stuff here. So a lot of potential in this class.
All right, next we have Lanigan McCulty, who is one of our student producers as well. Lanigan is escorted by Leanne and Matthew McCulty. Lanigan has been a member of the Richland football program for 2 years. Most memorable sports moment is scoring and celebrating his first touchdown as a Richland Ram. Lanigan's other activities include varsity baseball and producing for the Richland Football Network. Future plans are to attain a bachelor's degree in film and cinematography. So congratulations to Lanigan McCulty, who does a great job for us, along with Sophia Mihai, and I guess, of course, Stone Lang. It's not, I guess. Of course, Stone.
Of course. Great young man. They're all great people, but now we're honoring our producer. Would he be considered our producer?
He's considered our producer and our boss, basically, huh?
He is our boss, yep.
All right, next we have one of our, obviously, favorite people. We have Ryan McGowan. Ryan is escorted by Jess and PJ McGowan. Ryan has been a member of the football program for 8 years. Most memorable sports moment is being at Cal U in freshman year. Ryan's other activities include the Fantasy Sports Club, SAD, and Ski Club. Future plans are to attend Penn State and study turf management. So congratulations to Ryan McGowan, along with our Emmy Award-winning on-field reporter P.J. McGowan.
You know, turf management's going to fit right in there with Beauty Lawn, which is PJ, one of our sponsors, as well as our sideline reporter, and he did win the Emmy, didn't he?
He did. He's multi-Emmy. Multi-Emmy winning award.
We don't want to focus on him, though. This is Ryan's night.
Absolutely. So, yeah, Ryan, nice to see him come back after that horrific injury last year and playing very, very well in a Richland Ram uniform once again. Next, we welcome number 3, Jordan Nichols, having a monster year with 15 sacks. Jordan is escorted by Michael and Rochelle Fergelli. Jordan has been a member of the Richland football program for 2 years. Most memorable sports moment is winning the District 6 championship. Jordan's future plans are to attend college and major in business management. So congratulations to Jordan Nichols. And unfortunately, Fred, we don't see a uniform on him tonight besides his jersey. So obviously being held out of tonight's game, I imagine for precautionary reasons.
Well, he's certainly a valuable part of our defense. And we'll miss him on the field tonight. And I just like to watch him play because he enjoys himself. You know, there are certain kids that you can tell are having a good time. He's one of those kids.
All right, next we have again one of our compatriots here in the booth. We have Sam Penna, escorted by Beth Bolton Penna and Jim Penna. Sam has been a member of the Richland football program for 6 years. Most memorable sports moment is always going to Big Dogs after the games and winning the district his district championships. Sam's other activities include varsity basketball, Club Kind, Executive Board, Fantasy Sports Club, FCA, Mock Trial, National Honor Society, SAD, and Student Council. Future plans are to continue his football career and earn his master's in psychology. So congratulations to Sam Penna.
Had a athlete of the week in the paper last week.
Monster game, yeah.
Very, very impressive write-up in the Tribune about him, and so impressive that one of my friends brought him some gifts from Notre Dame. He's a big Notre Dame fan, Sam is, and our friend is a big Notre Dame fan. She brought him some old programs, and Sam was very appreciative. Just goes to show you our kids do affect the whole community. They really do.
For sure. All right, next we have number 40, Drayvon Platchy. And again, a young man, unfortunately, Fred, has lost basically his senior season, which is a shame. Drayvon is escorted by his gram, Deborah McGraw, and his aunt, Valerie Platchy. Drayvon has been a member of the Richland football program for 8 years. Most memorable sports moment is beating Bedford and playing in the snow at practice. Drayvon's other activities include martial arts. Future plans are to enter into the workforce. So congratulations to number 40, Drayvon Platchy.
I always hated practicing in the snow.
Well, apparently he loves it.
Well, he's a great young man, and joining the workforce, you know, we need people like that. We need workers. We don't have enough in this country, so we need people like him. It's a great profession, you know, whatever he chooses to do.
All right, so now we're going to recognize the varsity, our cheer members. So first we have Amber Howarth. Amber is escorted by Bob and Sharon Howarth. Amber has been a member of the Richland cheer program for 10 years. Her most memorable sports moment is making it to the finals at Nationals in 2022. Amber's other activities include Fantasy Sports Club, FCA, Key Club, National Honor Society, SAD, and she is the president of Club Kind. Her future plans are to attend the University of Michigan and major in accounting.
What?
So congratulations to Amber Howard. She is going to Michigan.
Good for her.
Good for her, absolutely.
Nobody really understands how hard these cheerleaders work, but if you know, as the old AD up here at the high school, I appreciate how much time and effort they put into their program, and they do a fantastic job. And you can actually get a scholarship cheering in a major college. So
for sure.
Hopefully for her it'll work out.
All right, next we have Jordan Kinsey. Jordan is being escorted by Jeremy and Lori Kinsey. Jordan has been a member of the Richland cheer program for 12 years. Most memorable sports moment is hitting at finals at Nationals her freshman year. Jordan's other activities include varsity basketball, Club Kind, FCA, Future Medical Professionals, Key Club, National Honor Society, SAD, and Student Council. Future plans are to attend college and study forensic science and continue her basketball career. Get the word out. Career.
Yeah, you got her.
Congratulations to Jordan Kinsey. I love watching her play basketball. I do the PA announcing at the basketball games, and she is a down low force. I can tell you that. Put her underneath the hoop, and very tough to stop. Jordan is an excellent basketball player.
Did you ever see some of the stunts those cheerleaders do? It's amazing.
Oh, it's incredible.
My wife always has to turn away from the TV when she sees it. I can't stand to watch it. They're going to get hurt.
All right, next we have Cassidy Malsey. Cassidy is escorted by Aaron and Ron Malsey. Cassidy has been a member of the Richland cheer program for 10 years. Most memorable sports moment is being a finalist at Nationals her junior year. Cassidy's other activities include Club Kind, Fantasy Sports Club, Key Club, and SAD. Her future plans are to attend college and major in forensic science. Congratulations, Cassidy Malsey. So we have 2 forensic science majors potentially in Jordan Kidsity and Cassidy Malsey.
Is that CSI?
That's kind of a CSI, absolutely.
That's pretty interesting stuff, and I just listen to these kids' plans, and I hope they all come true. Whatever they're dreaming, I hope it comes true. But in addition to a great sports program up here at Richland, I know I'm going to brag a little bit. We have a great academic program as well. And it just shows in how what these kids are accomplishing and what they will accomplish in the future. Is that it for the kids?
No, we're gonna allow some team for those to exit. We're gonna have members of the golf team coming up next. Let's get back to the playoffs once again, Fred. Real quickly, while we have a moment, as believe this how it stands. If it holds true, that's who we're playing next week. Bishop Guilfoyle has a big game against Bedford tonight. Not sure how that's gonna affect these standings as they go, but a huge game in the Laurel Highlands tonight between Bedford and Bishop Guilfoyle.
Yeah, that's going to be a giant game. There's been a lot of good, the Guilfoyles, the Penn Cambrias, the Central Martinsburg, the Richlands. It's been a lot of power struggle this year in the league. That's why it's even more amazing that our kids have come out undefeated. I don't think anyone saw this coming, and I know the other teams didn't see it coming. It all started in Central. That was week 2.
Yeah, it was week 2.
And, we came back and beat Central, and that was set the tone for the whole season. But it's going to be a good matchup tonight. And I'm always interested in that Appalachian Heritage crossover game. That's always kind of interesting. Wimber tonight has a big game with, who are they playing? Portage, yeah, Wimber and Portage tonight. That'll be a classic rivalry. Here comes the golf team.
All right, so welcome Brady Huss. Brady is escorted by Bill and Tracy Huss. Brady has been a member of the Richland Golf Program for 4 years. Most memorable sports moment is making it to districts. Brady's other activities include varsity basketball, club kind, fantasy sports club, FCA, and SAD. Future plans are to attend college and further his education and study conservation law enforcement. Congratulations to Brady Huss. I'm loving these majors that we have going on. These are some kids that are really looking to do some incredible stuff.
I'm just admiring the golf team. How well they can play. I get out and try to play, and I can't do it.
It's a tough sport. That's why
your daughter plays.
That's right.
She's in college.
She plays, and I tell everybody that plays, enjoy it. It's not an easy sport. If it was easy, everybody would do it. So you just got to enjoy it, and don't take it so seriously. And you have to play them better, actually. All right. So next we have Gavin Lafferty. Gavin is escorted by Chris and Stacy Lafferty. Gavin has been a member of the Richland Golf Program for 2 years. His most memorable sports moment is when Brady outdrove JJ at Wimber. That's JJ Vassilko, the coach. Brady's other activities include varsity ice hockey, concert band, club kind, fantasy sports club, FCA, key club, math club, SAD, ski club, and the weight room. Future plans are to attend college and further his hockey career. So congratulations to Gavin Lafferty.
You should like that hockey part there. You're
hockey and golf. How can you beat that?
Well, most hockey players are good golfers. Right?
It's kind of the same swing. The slap shot and the golf swing are actually pretty similar. And the way your weight transfer is the same. Baseball is a little bit different than golf. That's why people struggle sometimes between the baseball swing and the golf swing. All right, so next we welcome Jonathan Lindros. Jonathan is escorted by Eric and Lori Lindros. Jonathan has been a member of the Richland Golf Program for 2 years. His most memorable sports moment is when Ty wore his shoes on the wrong feet at a match. Jonathan's other activities include varsity ice hockey, trap shooting, TSA, student council, and he is a member of the Richland Volunteer Fire Company. That's great for Jonathan. Jonathan's future plans are to attend a fire academy and become a paid firefighter, then attend Pine Highlands to receive his associate's degree in paramedicine. Congratulations to Jonathan Lindros, and that is just fantastic. Absolutely, our hats go off to him, and we can't thank him enough.
Yeah, what a noble goal to have in life. Trying to get PJ turned on here?
Yeah, we're going to turn him on now. So next we welcome Jake Polachik. Jake is escorted by Chris and Jen Polachik. Jake has been a member of the Richland Golf Program for 2 years. Most memorable sports moment is playing at sectionals. Jake's other activities include varsity baseball, club kind, fantasy sports club, FCA, and SAD. His future plans are to attend college at Penn State and study turf grass management along with Ryan McGowan, I imagine. So congratulations to Jake Polachik.
Another beauty line candidate coming up there. And, it's amazing when I'm listening to all these kids coming through. They're not only involved in athletics, but how many things they're involved in. They're certainly keeping themselves busy. keeping themselves doing some very positive things for the high school and the community both.
All right, next we welcome Lindsay Weaver. Lindsay is escorted by Kevin and Kristen Weaver. Lindsay has been a member of the Richland Golf Program for 4 years. Lindsay's other activities include varsity volleyball, fellowship of Christian athletes, future medical professionals, Key Club, and SAD. Her future plans are to attend nursing school, most likely at Mount Aloysius College. Congratulations to Lindsay Weaver.
Another noble profession, nursing. We need more of those, that's for sure. And they certainly do a wonderful job. How could we live without them? We couldn't.
Especially nowadays, Fred. Unfortunately, we have it might be a bad flu season. We have that RSA virus going around, or RSV, virus going around, and we're still living with COVID. And unfortunately, probably going to be living with those things for a long, long time to come.
I'm boosted the whole way, buddy.
Yep,
I hope you are too, because
I'm going to get there. I have one more booster to go.
I'm standing right beside you. I'm counting on you being boosted.
All right, next we welcome Mark Wechtenheiser. Mark is escorted by Blythe and Bruce Wechtenheiser. Mark has been a member of the Richland Golf Program for 3 years. Most memorable sports moment is the team scramble at Park Hills Country Club. Mark's other activities include trap shooting, varsity baseball, concert band, club kind, fantasy sports club, FCA, Key Club, Mu Alpha Theta, Ski Club, and he is the president of the Math Club. Mark's future plans are to attend Seton Hill University, where he will further his baseball career and major in exercise science. So congratulations to Mark Wechtenheiser.
Did you ever try trap shooting?
I have never tried trap shooting. I'm not a very good shot, I wouldn't think. So
it's a lot of fun.
I'll stick to golf, Reddy.
It's a good thing to teach kids the proper respect for firearms and the proper use of firearms. And this is Pennsylvania. This is hunting country, and people are going to hunt, so you might as well teach them to do it the proper way and the correct way. And I'm glad to see that PIAA actually has state championships in shooting, so we're just happy some of our kids are getting that opportunity to participate. What's going on out there now, buddy?
Well, it's like we're going to have the band come out basically to do the national anthem. Is at 6:48 here, so game time. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. So you and I will just step aside real quick here on the Richland Football Network as we pause for the national anthem. We'll be back soon, and we will talk more about this current matchup, Fred, against the Central Cambria Red Devils. And for you, thank goodness it's not at Central Cambria, because that Red Devil
freaks me out.
Was freaking you out last year, and we don't have to deal with that Red Devil here at midfield this year.
Not really. It's none of my business.
All right, so we'll step aside and join you shortly. We'll get you more prepared for this game against the Richland Rams, who are 9-0, and the 3-6 Central Cambria Red Devils here at Hurlinger Field on senior night here at Richland. Talk to you soon. You are listening to the Richland Ram Football Network.
Let's hear it for the Richland Ram Marching Band.
All right, welcome back to the Richland Football Network. We are done with the national anthem, and I got to tell you, I'm still very impressed by this Richland band. We've been here, Freddie. I mean, this is my 6th year. This is one of the best years I've heard this band sound. I mean, that's no, I guess, not to be taken lightly from the other years, but I think this band just sounds really, really tight this year. They were pretty good last year. I think they're a little bit better this year.
I think they're doing an excellent job, and they're getting up close to Mr. B's standards. Close.
It's pretty close. I mean, I like that they don't have music printed on their instruments, which Mr. B never allowed. We had to memorize every piece of music. We were not allowed to have that on our instruments. Once band camp was over, that had to go.
Yeah, you're supposed to know what you're doing.
Supposed to know your music, and that was all there was to it.
I saw a video of...
You guys hear me?
Yeah, I got you fine, PJ.
Congratulations,
Congratulations,
walk
brother.
down here. Thank you, guys. I'm going to walk down this side. I see you close that door because you guys don't like the outdoors like I do.
We have the heat on here, PJ. And,
well, that's all right. You're not paying for it, but I just want to make sure that receiver for this mic works down here.
You sound great.
Apparently it is working, so we're all good.
All right, brother.
So to say hello.
All right, so let's get back to this game tonight. We have the 3-6 Central Cambria Red Devils coming in. I think they have their big weapon is going to be Elijah Valerio. They have wins this year against Somerset, Johnstown, and McCourt Carroll. And this is a team who last year we went down to Central Cambria and kind of manhandled them a little bit last year, Fred, unfortunately. I think their big running back last year was Hobbs Dill, who graduated. But Elijah Valerio having a pretty good year.
Yeah, Brady Sheehan, number 7, is the quarterback leading this outfit. He has thrown for 968 yards passing and 7 touchdowns. Elijah Valerio, 744 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns. Nolan Wyrick and Greg Sawyer are the leading rushers for the Red Devils. We have a little bit of a problem with the with my writing is what it is. It's my writing. We have a nice rundown here by Stone. Stone went to the trouble making a nice rundown for us here. Richland 9-0 on the year, beating Chestnut Ridge last week at 40-14 in New Paris. And Austin Yarnick, how he's come on this year as a receiver. He totaled 220 yards last week on 8 catches and 3 touchdowns. And how about Zach Hancock having a career day last week with 5.5 sacks? And McCracken and Yarnick totaling 430 yards of offense. So it's been we talked last week about how for the first time in a long time, Richland's passing and rushing yardage is almost the same. In fact, the rushing was a little bit ahead of the passing last week. But, Coach Bailey took care of that. Now the passing is ahead of the rushing. And here come the Rams on the field right now.
Yeah, running with the American flag is Zach Hancock, who just had a monster day. The pancake flag, I believe, is Darden Horsley. And I can't see who's got the Richland Ram flag. Hard to see. We have the black uniforms on tonight, which great. You can watch it actually tonight. Watch and listen to Fred, PJ, and I. But those are hard uniforms to pick up the numbers on. We'll do our best job for sure. And thank God we have PJ on the field who can help us. So if we shout out a wrong number, don't worry. PJ has got us covered up here. And PJ, as you said, little chilly on the field. It is a very autumn night here for football. But no rain and should be good conditions here for tonight's football game.
PJ must not be listening to us.
I think PJ's got us, but I think he might be.
I was talking to Coach Sable. We were catching up on some old history with Fred. So did you hear him laughing at you, Fred?
I did.
Laughing with us, I should say.
Yeah.
What kind of history are you talking about?
Just all the good stuff, Fred.
Giving me the history of Shamokin High School.
West Shamokin High School.
There you go.
Hey, guys, what a great night for football, huh?
Yeah.
I'm celebrating all these seniors down here. It was wonderful pregame, but I did have a request, and I'll try to do it later in the game for them, but for the extended Penna family that tune into our network from across the country, listening to their 2 Richland Rams, Sam and Joe Penna, but by no means not supporting the rest of the team. So thank you for your continued support from the Johnstown Pennas, from Jim and Beth and the boys. So thank you all. And again, Bob Heffelfinger already checked in. Bob's he's throwing a party. Jen Tiffany from the Chamber of Commerce texted me this week how much she enjoys listening to us. So Jen, if you're listening right now, thank you. And by all means, we appreciate the community support. There's a lot of teams and schools in this area, but for you guys to tune in and listen to us, it means something special. So thank you.
Yeah,
absolutely. And remember, we have 34 sponsors, Fred,
34,
which I think is incredible. We hope to grow that every year. And speaking of the Penna family, I want to get this out there real quickly. We want to welcome Jim's brother-in-law, Jarrett, who celebrated his birthday yesterday. He is part of Friends Delaware fan club.
That's right, my buddies in Delaware.
And, of course, Sam and Joe's uncle. So I want to say welcome to them and happy birthday to Jarrett. So your fan club out there in Delaware listening.
They know I'm thinking about them. And I know Mary and Ed Little listen to every game. They get the fire going in the fireplace. They tune in to Rams, so we welcome them on board. My wife and our neighbors, Deb Dick and the Coaches and Ed Sherlock over in Richland College Manor. They could, it's great to have loyal fans. It really is.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get a fan club one day of my own. I do not have one at the moment. So, but Fred got called out of the booth and got to meet them, and big fan club moment. Fred came in beaming. I think you're still beaming over that whole experience.
It's an awesome experience.
Hey guys, I got to throw another one out there for family that's been tuning in, and whenever it's cold out here, I got my gloves on. I generally don't pull out my cell phone to check, so I apologize to everybody, including my sister and niece from the past. Obviously, I give Marianne acclimates all the time for checking in, but my sister and niece is sort of the forgotten child, she said. But for Bud and all of Ryan's his aunt and his cousins, Aunt Amy and all of his cousins, Hunter, Ben, and Asher, down in Hagerstown, Maryland. So color that part of the country in for us guys on our map. We got listeners all over now.
We got a listener from Hawaii. Could just call it in. Lynn and Donna Bray are in Hawaii right now listening to the game.
Awesome.
So maybe Scott Hudson's listening as well. He might get the furthest distance award. If not, the Braves are in Hawaii.
It's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Friday down in Hawaii.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect time to watch the game.
All right, so I'm not sure what happened on the coin toss, PJ, but
Central Cambria won, but they deferred to the second half.
Pretty interesting. So they're going to kick off and give Richland the football first.
Not a good move.
Hey guys, a little update. So Fitel, Jordan, Nichols are both not playing this game. So that's going to be a little tightening up. Some guys are going to have to step up to cover those outside positions for us tonight.
Yeah, is this a precautionary thing, PJ?
I take it is right now. I don't have confirmed information on that, but that's what I believe, and that's what I'm hoping, obviously.
All right, so Jonathan West will be on to kick it off for Central Cambria. And Evan McCracken will pick it up right around the 10-yard line. Evan McCracken makes a move, dances around, gets over to about the 30-yard line, Fred, before he's brought down. So about a 20-yard return from Evan McCracken.
I don't know that I'd want to give Richland the ball first ever.
I was just saying, Fred. I'm a little shocked at that. But hey, that's fine with Brandon Bailey, I'm sure. We'll get the ball first and control this game a little bit. Richland has not gotten off to the best of starts. And maybe that's Central Cambria's thinking is maybe, hey, put Richland on their heels a little bit. Maybe we can get a stop and get some momentum.
Well, they better get a stop. If we get the lead, they're in trouble.
All right, so Penna will go into the gun. We'll have Evan McCracken set to his left. This is the first play of the opening drive here at Hurlinger Field on a beautiful night here for football. And Penna back to throw. Penna going to keep it now. Penna goes up the middle. Penna over the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40. Makes the move at the 45, at the 30, at the 25, at the 20. And when you push that out of bounds, he crosses the 15-yard line. So Sam Penna, that was a design quarterback draw, I believe, Freddie. Dropped back to pass, hesitated, went right up the middle, and ran all the way to the 14-yard line of Central Cambria.
This is why you don't give the Richland Rams the ball first.
Yep.
That's my point. That was my point exactly, PJ.
I agree, PJ. I'm a little shocked at that, but 56 yards on the ground there by Sam Penna on the opening play.
We've run that quarterback draw with a lot of success all year.
First and 10 from the 14. Little pass out to Ethan Box on the left sideline. Ethan Box will go inside the 5-yard line to about the 3. Or was that Ryan McGowan?
No, that was Box.
That was Box. That's what I thought. Okay, it was Ethan Box. So first and goal at the 3. Opening drive for Richland. 2 plays so far.
Going to be a quick score here.
And Evan McCracken has not touched a football yet. Going empty backfield here now for the Rams. This is the opening drive of the game. Richland started at their own 30. McCracken goes in motion now to the right, does a little jet sweep. McCracken trying to turn the corner, makes a move, pushes for the end zone, and McCracken will go into the end zone as a Richland Ram touchdown.
They had him stopped. They did. We thought we had him stopped, but his power drove straight ahead, and here we go, 7-0. Again, PJ and I both agreed on this. This is why you don't give Richland the ball first. Now they're coming from behind.
And it took virtually no time, Fred. That took a whole whopping 38 seconds for Richland to find the end zone. 56-yard quarterback keeper from Sam Penna. A little pass out to Ethan Box for a first down. First and goal from the 3. It is McCracken on the jet sweep. Goes into the end zone, and now Noah Ritko on to attempt the extra point. Noah's only missed one on the year. This one is up, and this one's going to be good. So 7-0 here. Richland already.
And it's been a quick score. Again, I don't know why they gave Richland the ball, but they did, and the quarterback draw has been successful. It's so successful because when you spread everybody out like that, you don't know whether to cover the pass or the run, and it just puts a lot of pressure on the defense right off the bat.
So a 3-play, 70-yard drive for the Rams. The big one was obviously the first play of this series with Sam Penna doing the quarterback keeper from his own 30 all the way down to the Central Cambria 14-yard line on a 56-yard run to start the ball game.
Makes my friends in Delaware very happy, the Penna family in Delaware. And all over the I didn't realize they were all over the country.
Yeah,
There's pennies everywhere.
They are everywhere. All right, so Richland with the opening score. And we'll see who's going to kick it off. I imagine it'll be Noah Ritko on to do the kicking away duty. Sometimes they'll put Declan Piscatella out there. Deep back for the Central Cambria Red Devils is going to be number 8, Grady Snyder, along with number 4, Noah Wyris.
Be nice in high school if you have a kicker that can put it in the end zone, because number 1, you can't run it out of the end zone, and number 2, it puts the ball in the 20-yard line, and it's an 80-yard drive, which is tough, But most high schools don't have that type of a kicker.
All right, so Ritko will be on to kick it away. He'll put this one to the corner.
There it is.
Picked up right short of the 30-yard line by number 2, Benjamin Ream. And Ream will get over the 35 before he's brought down. So they'll take over 1st and 10 for their own 35. This is the first series for Central Cambria. Again, Richland went 3 plays and 70 yards on the opening drive.
That's that little pooch kick we keep talking about every week, where they try to put it in a corner and give it to a guy who doesn't catch the ball that often. You don't want to kick it deep to the 20, that's for sure.
All right, so Central Cambria comes out. They'll have Brady Sheehan at quarterback with Elijah Valerio in the pistol formation here. First down and 10. It'll be handoff to Valerio, who goes up the middle. Valerio gets over the 40-yard line. Valerio pushes the pile over to the 45-yard line. Good hard running by Elijah Valerio, who takes it 11 yards to the 46-yard line of Central Cambria.
Valerio is a powerful runner. I believe his dad's the head coach at St. Francis.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Bishop Guilfoyle, 7-0 early lead here against Bedford.
Valerio has 744 yards rushing this year, averaging 82 yards a game. So he does have some good wheels underneath him. He can run the football.
Yeah, he carried that pile pretty good, Fred. He got hit about 5 yards into the run and continued for another 6 yards just by moving his feet. Sheehan now will hand off again. Valerio up the middle again. This time, not a whole lot of room there, Fred. Whole lot of black jerseys around after a short gain of 1 to the 47-yard line.
A lot of gang tackling. That's one thing that's marked Richland's defense all year, is the gang tackling. Everybody gets to the ball quickly, and everybody has good pursuit angles. It's a well-coached defense by Tim Ripple.
All right, 2nd down and 9 upcoming for Central Cambria. Richland already leading 7-0 on the opening drive. It went 3 plays and 70 yards. Evan McCracken finishing off with a 3-yard jet sweep. Sheehan will go under center. Valerio will be in the backfield to his left. And this will be a handoff to number 4. That is Nolan Wyris, who goes wide left and goes out of bounds at about the, looks like the 46 of Richland.
Wyris has made his contribution as a running back this year, having 43 carries for 326 yards. A lot of speed, a jet sweep there with Valerio lead blocking on the corner.
Brings up a 3rd and 2, Fred.
Big play already.
They're in Richland territory at the 46-yard line. Under center goes Sheehan with Valerio in the pistol. Sheehan, Wirus will go in motion. Hand off to Valerio up the middle. Valerio pushing forward. He should have enough for the first down, and he does.
Last time they had the jet sweep. This time they faked the jet sweep and gave it to Valerio. And they were in 2-down territory all the way. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't seem to matter where you give Richland the football. They have the ability to score. So you might as well go for it.
All right, Valerio takes it to the 43-yard line of the Rams. 1st and 10 for Central Cambria. Their first possession of the ball game. Richland leading here 7-0. But Central Cambria on the move. This drive started at their own 35-yard line. Heavy lifting so far by Valerio. Pistol formation once again as Sheehan goes under center. Sheehan going to hand off. That's number 8, I believe, on the carry. That is Grady Snyder. And Grady Snyder will actually lose a yard, Fred. Maybe 2 back to the 45-yard line.
Grady Snyder's had a pretty good year. He has 576 yards rushing and 6 rushing touchdowns. So he's actually had a pretty good season under his belt.
2nd down and 12 now upcoming for the Red Devils. And I want to say a really quick shout out to my neighbor who I have not talked to in forever, Sean Baradone. So Sean, if you're listening, so glad to talk to you the other night and glad you've been listening. He says we do a great job and wants to say hi to you, Fred. And so Sean, welcome aboard, bud. 2nd down and 12. Little pitch out to Wirus. Wirus trying to find some room and taken down at the legs. Evan McCracken takes him down for another loss on the play. So Central Cambria, after moving the football pretty good, Fred, from their own 30-yard or 35-yard line when this drive started. Last 2 plays now have gone backwards, close to midfield again.
They might be out of 2-down territory at this point, but not much of a sweep. There were 6 Rams on the corner defending, and there was nowhere for, was it Wirus?
Wirus was looking to turn the corner.
Nowhere for Wirus to run at all.
Right, Evan McCracken does a good job, goes down at the legs and takes him down. 3rd and 17 now, coming ball all the way back to the 49-yard line of Richland. Back to pass goes Sheehan. Sheehan looking down the field. Sheehan now going to get a flag in the play. Might be a hold here on the on Central Cambria. It was in the backfield.
Right in the area where holding is possible.
Yeah, Brady Hollis was back there rushing Sheehan, and the flag was thrown.
We'll see where this ball is being. The penalty would be from the spot of the foul.
It'd be a 10-yard penalty. Richard could actually decline the play. It will still be
they could
4th and very, very long.
I think that would be the wise move. You don't want to give them another play, even though it's unlikely that they would score. You just don't know.
Clock down to 7:47 here in the first quarter. It is declined, so Richland will take the 4th down here. So 4th down and long coming up for the Red Devils.
We'll see our first punt formation, I'm assuming. But then again, maybe not.
They do have the ball in Richland territory. They're at the 42-yard line of the Rams, but it is a 4th and long.
Wait a minute now. They're moving this. Looks like that penalty. Why are they moving?
That's going to be a 4th and 8 upcoming. So they will go for it here. A 4th and 8, go to the Red Devils. Valerio will set himself to the left of Sheehan. Wirus goes in motion. Sheehan back to throw. Sheehan rolls out. Throws a quick pass, and it's a low pass, and Richland has that covered very, very well. Tackle made at the 40-yard line. Richland will take over on downs.
I actually think that ball touched the ground also.
I thought so, too. It was hard to tell up here, PJ. It was a low throw, but they're going to give him the catch, but Richland had that well covered anyhow.
There were 4 or 5 guys there again.
Yeah.
The quickness on that defense is pretty amazing. Hey, PJ, what was that penalty? Was that holding?
It was holding, and I agree with the coach's decision to turn that down. Not that it means anything, but, go ahead and pin them. They were deep enough on a 4th down that they had to go for a long ball play.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right, 1st down and 10. Richland, their second possession of the game, leading here 7-0. It will be Pennant who's going to roll out to his left. Pennant looking down the field, throws. Ball was thrown a little high.
Almost intercepted.
Looking for McGowan on the play and almost picked off by Grady Snyder.
That was almost a great play by Snyder. He looked like he one-handed it. Rolling to the left and throwing. That's a tough pass for a quarterback to throw. But, Sam's throwing ability this year, I think, has surprised a lot of people. He's not a very big kid. He's a strong and tough kid. But he can really whip that football around.
Oh, so this is going to be a 5-yard penalty. Must have been a motion on Richland.
I think the motion man turned upfield a little bit.
Yeah, it could have been a legal man downfield, but 1st and 15 at any rate coming up for Richland. All right, McCracken will be to the left of Penna. And offside, here go the Red Devils by a large margin. Number 25, Rocco Garzelli came flying in, Fred. Was well into the backfield before the ball was snapped. So Richland will get those 5 yards right back.
Rocco, the middle linebacker, on an all-out blitz. Very excited. I know he was thinking, this is my chance. And
great name, by the way. Rocco Garzelli.
That is a great name. You sure he's not a boxer?
All right, 1st and 10. After the penalty on Central Cambria. Again, Central Cambria almost jumps off sides.
That was a freeze.
I don't know how that wasn't called.
I was just going to say, PJ, well into the neutral zone, but do not call it. Penna hands off to McCracken. McCracken picks his way over the middle. McCracken down close to midfield, about the 49-yard line of Richland. Good hard running by McCracken on the 9-yard pickup.
Evan McCracken, 169 carries this year for 1,118 yards, averaging 125 yards a game and 17 touchdowns. So he's really carried the load for the Rams.
All right, McCracken again on a 2nd and 1. We'll have the first down as he crosses the 45-yard line. I do have a fan club. Just got a text.
Oh.
Judy Petruzik, thank you so much. Judy's in my fan club.
Awesome. I'm glad. You deserve it.
All right, so the ball into Central Cambria territory. 44-yard line, 1st down and 10. Richland, 7:04 remaining here in the first quarter. Richland leading 7-0. First drive only took 3 plays. Penna going to roll out to his left. Penna looking down the field. Penna going to throw. Has a man wide open. That is Ryan McGowan at the 30-yard line. Taken out of bounds by Grady Snyder.
Good job, Ryan.
So 1st down and 10, Richland. That was kind of the play like they were looking for before, Fred. Grady Sheehan, we have a flag on us. We're going to be holding on Richland, so this one's coming back.
Oh, boy.
I can't tell you how many times my boy has touched the ball this year. He's got pulled back. A touchdown, this, that's the game.
Well, let's go back to him right here, PJ. All right, ball all the way back to Richland's 40-yard line. They were at the Central Cambria 44, so a big holding call, very deep behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 1st down and very long. Just look to chip away here, Fred, now.
Well, that's really long.
Yeah, pistol formation now here. And fake the handoff to McCracken. Penna going to roll on, has a man. I think that is Dugan Chase, I believe, number 88, who goes over the 45-yard line into Central Cambria territory. So good 1st down play. I believe that's 88.
I believe it was.
Yeah, so Dugan Chase on the carry. Dugan had a really nice tackle last week, I thought, too. Shouldered a guy very hard down from Chestnut Ridge.
He's a youngster, isn't he?
Yes. Well, I think he's a junior this year, I believe. All right, Penna on 2nd down, going to roll out. Penna has a man. Again, I believe this is might be, let's see what the number is here.
89.
So that is Paul, or not Paul. That is, I'll get the name. Hale.
You can see once
Gladen
again,
Hale.
Coach Bailey doing a very wise thing tonight, getting a lot of younger guys involved in the action early. You know, we said all these kids are always ready to play. That's why they're ready to play. Coach Bailey plays them.
Yep. And that was a 1st down and forever, Fred. Now we have 1st down and 10, 2 plays later at the Central Cambria 31-yard line. Hand off to McCracken. McCracken tries the right side, comes back down the middle, and will cross the 25-yard line and get down to about the 23. So a good 8-yard pickup by Evan McCracken.
He's fast, but he's also powerful. A great combination. You know, some kids have a lot of speed, but they don't have the power. Evan has them both, power and speed.
Yeah, he tried that right side. Fred saw nothing was there, came back to the middle, and then pushed a couple of bodies. It picks up 8 yards, 2nd down and 2. Richland leading here 7-0. McCracken fakes the handoff, or Penna fakes the handoff. Getting some heavy pressure now, and Penna's going to go down for a sack. So Penna had nowhere to go with the football there. Elijah Valerio in the backfield to disrupt that play. Going to be a loss all the way.
That's a pretty big rarity. If you think back on all the games we played, being our 10th game this year, Sam hasn't been sacked very many times.
No, they've done a good job for the most part, PJ. I agree. And actually, Sam's done a really good job of eluding some people as well. That time, Valerio too much. Ball all the way back to the 28-yard line of Central Cambria. Penna in the gun with McCracken to his right. It will be McCracken takes the handoff. McCracken picks his way. McCracken will get to about the 15-yard line. It'll be a first down, Richland. So Central Cambria having really no answer on defense, Fred, for what the Richland wants to do offensively. First down and 10. Fake to McCracken, come back over the middle on a pass. Pass is caught. Trying to catch a number again. PJ, if you can help us.
That was Dugan, I believe.
All right, so Dugan Chase picks up another Richland Ram first down, puts a first and goal from about the 2-yard line. So Dugan Chase, 2 carries on it, or 2 receptions on his drive. I like to see that tight end being used a lot.
That's Grady's son, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Grady and Michelle's son.
Grady played for me back in the day.
Went to Millersville University and played baseball there.
I'm sure he's very proud of his son right now. I'm sure things are going well for the family.
All right, first down and goal from the 2. Penna hands off to McCracken. McCracken will walk into the end zone for another Richland Ram touchdown. So Evan McCracken with runs of 3 yards and now 2 yards has his second touchdown of the game. Puts the Rams up 13-0, pending the extra point.
He's having a monster season, that's for sure. McCracken and Yarnick last week put 430 yards on the board just between the two of them. And Yarnick hasn't touched the ball yet tonight, but Coach Bailey's playing some younger guys, giving them an opportunity to get on the field. And once again, I said it before, that's a very smart move.
Yeah, I totally agree. And Noah Ritko on to attempt the extra point. And I said the most impressive thing about Noah Ritko, Fred, he missed his very first attempt of the year, first game of the year, and has been perfect ever since.
Hasn't bothered him, has it?
Not at all. Hit a 32-yard field goal earlier in the season.
I'm still waiting for them to try a field goal, just to do it a couple more times, give him the workout that he needs.
All right, so Sam Penna is your holder. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and Noah Ritko is going to be true once again. So Noah Ritko puts Richland up 14-0 with 3:37 remaining here in the first quarter.
Did I see a flag flying way high in the air?
It may have been, but 9 plays, 60 yards, in 4 minutes and 1 second.
I don't think it's over yet. Something happened. Maybe it'd be enforced on the kickoff, whatever it was.
We already have a personal foul being assessed on the penalty from the last play.
So it'll be assessed on the kickoff, I believe.
I just saw a flag was about 60 feet in the air.
Yeah.
It was a heck of a throw by the official.
Actually, a personal foul on Richland, I believe.
But that throw was great, the official. I don't know who he is, but he did a great job. We want to go over our sponsors here while we have a moment.
We're going to wait till we see what's going on here, Fred. Hold on a second. I don't want to get to sponsors quite yet. If there's something going on in the field, we're going to have a kickoff pretty soon.
We have a bunch of sponsors, and we certainly appreciate everything they do for us. That's for sure. We're waiting for a call from the officials here. We still haven't heard anything. You don't know the crew. That's not your buddies.
Not my buddies' crew. I'm not sure where they're at tonight. I didn't get a chance to talk to John. And welcome always Janice and Jack Daly, who are listening from their home in Wimber. They listen every single week, so welcome to those guys. All right, so we'll see where Richland's going to kick the ball off for. I believe that was a personal foul called on Richland.
That was another one, yeah. So, I mean, we should be, I'm guessing, 30 yards deeper than we normally would be, but we'll see.
Both personal fouls against Richland. Is that what you're saying, PJ?
That's correct.
Okay, we can't be doing that stuff.
No, it's something you don't want to do. Richland, there's no reason to do it. I totally agree, Fred.
You know, I think what some of that might have came from is these Richland Rams and these Central Cambria kids, they've played against each other in sports for a long time, and there might be a little animosity between one or two of the people, and I think that might have got the better of them.
Well, one thing you don't want to do, is make Richland angry, I don't think. I wouldn't want to make him angry. I mean, it's a good, hard-fought game. That's fine.
All right, so Richland's going to have to kick this one off from their own 25-yard line. It'll give Central Cambria excellent field position once this is over. And, that's what I figured. They're going to put Declan Piscatella in to kick it away, Fred. Declan has a little bit of the bigger leg on the kickoffs. So they're going to try Piscatella to kick it away here. They're going to bring this ball back to the 20 now, I believe.
I think they're
Bring it back to the 15 now.
They're recalibrating.
In fact, back to the 10 now.
Well, that's 30 yards. That's 30 yards. That's,
wow.
That's two 15-yard penalties, 30 yards.
All right, so Piscatello is going to kick this one away from his own 10-yard line. Like I said, Declan's got a pretty big leg. He hits a nice, low, boring ball. So this is going to test the special teams of Richland here.
And Central Cambria is looking at this as an opportunity.
Should have the ball when they start, absolutely, in the Richland territory already. They stalled last drive, Fred, on excellent Richland Ram defense after the initial surge by Central Cambria.
They're playing with one man deep.
All right, 3:37 remaining in the first quarter. Richland leading here 14-0. Declan Piscatello on a kick it away from his own 10-yard line. And this one's not a great kick. Little pooch to about the 45-yard line. Down to the 35, the 30, turns the corner around the 20-yard line, taken out of bounds. That was Benjamin Ream.
Now, he caught that ball way on the right hash mark and ran the whole way across the field to the left hash mark. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not a very good return, but it is.
That kick netted an entire 5 yards. Ball was kicked from the 10-yard line, returned to the 15-yard line.
Wow.
So Declan usually kicks a very long ball. That one was pretty short, Fred. Almost like he wanted to pooch it. I'm not sure why they would do that. But at any rate, Central Cambria going to take over 1st and 10 from the Richland 15 to start this drive. Trailing here 14-0 and has an excellent chance to answer with a score of their own. Pistol formation now with Valerio in the backfield. And that will be Valerio, who will go nowhere. Whole host of black jerseys. That was not Valerio. We'll see who the ball carrier was there. Valerio sprinted out to the right. We'll catch number of the ball carrier. They tried a little misdirection.
Number 8.
As Grady Snyder, who actually lost a yard back to the 16.
A lot of gang tackling by the Rams.
So 2nd down and 11 upcoming now for Central Cambria. Clock down to 2:57 and counting here in the first quarter. 2 short scampers from Evan McCracken have the Rams up by 2 scores. Rolling out, little throw out to Wyrus. Wyrus taken out of bounds as he got close to the 10-yard line. Taken out of bounds by number 24 for the Rams. That is Cody Yeager. So 3rd down and 6 upcoming. And obviously this is all 4-down territory, Fred, so ball at the 10-yard line.
Central Cambria really, obviously here, needs to take advantage of this situation. I mean, they got a big break there. It was our own fault. But they got a great starting position, and they're moving the ball. This is something they have to cash in on.
All right, pistol formation once again here. Wyrus goes in motion. This is Valerio out the middle. Valerio's going to go in for a Central Cambria touchdown.
That was number 3. Number 3.
Yep, Valerio went right up the gut. There was a big, wide-open hole, PJ, and Valerio just walked right through it, goes untouched.
That would be his 9th rushing touchdown of the season, so he's had a pretty good year, Valerio.
So a 10-yard scamper for Valerio.
You know, not to take anything away from Central Cambria, but we shot ourselves in the foot there.
Oh, absolutely.
So I said you can't do that. You got to be more disciplined than that.
All right, so Jonathan West on to attempt the extra point for Central Cambria. And Richland almost got home there, but West able to put that through to put Central Cambria back in this game at 14-7. After Richland had a kickoff from their own 10-yard line and returned all the way to the Richland 15. So that kickoff netted an entire 5 yards.
We've been a pretty disciplined team all year with penalties. We haven't really taken that many dumb penalties, but those two, I'm not sure what happened, why they happened, but they were not very smart moves.
All right, so I want to thank our sponsors real quick. First, Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Shang Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF, an ear insurance provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashboro Landscape Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising. So thank you to all our wonderful sponsors. This is a great community here, Fred. They support the Richland Rams. 34 sponsors. Pretty unbelievable.
And they're all good sponsors. They're all people that will help you if you need help, and they're all good guys. They really are. Did you get that food truck together yet, PJ?
Well, we bought the mustard and the bread, but that's as far as we got. It's been a long week.
All right, Wes on to kick it away for Central Cambria. 14-7 your score here from Hurlinger Field. This would be
Nice
McCracken,
kick.
I believe, picks up around the 5-yard line. McCracken over the 20 before he's brought down. Good special teams tackling there by Central Cambria.
You know, those two penalties put us in a bad spot, and it also gave Central Cambria light.
Oh, absolutely, Fred.
Right at the end of the tunnel now, it's going to make it that much tougher now to get a touchdown. That was a good tackle. That was a good kick. Did you notice?
Yes.
Very good kick.
All right, so Richland takes over 1st and 10, have not been stopped yet. First drive took 38 seconds. Last drive took 4 minutes and 14 seconds.
Big bunch to the left.
Just going to say a big bunch formation for the left on 1st and 10 from the Richland 23-yard line.
That's hard to cover. That really is hard to cover. They got 4 on 3 over there. We have 4, they have 3.
One safety now dropping back for Central Cambria. Penna, of course, is going to do the quarterback keeper, and Penna finds light over the 30-yard line, and he will get a first down for Richland.
And isn't that just like Coach Bailey?
Yeah, he spread him out, and a
Spread 'em out,
quarterback
run a
keeper
quarterback draw.
goes to the 34-yard line of Richland. So 11-yard pickup on first down.
People are aware of that. There's just no stopping it. When Sammy's one-on-one with anybody, he's tough to bring down.
And they're doing that same exact formation here once again, Fred. First down and 10. Penna this time looks to throw. Now Penna going to throw out to McCracken. McCracken at the 40-yard line makes a move, gets over the 40-yard line, dives for the 45, and will have the 45. Another first down, Richland. So another 11-yard pickup for the Rams.
Try to give McCracken the ball with some space, and if he has some space with his speed and moves, he can be in real trouble. Now they're moving the wide outs to the right side of the field.
Yeah, all wide receivers to the right, none to the left. We'll see what Richland does here. Maybe we want to spread the field out a little bit here with McCracken. Now Penna will be back to throw. Penna, a little screenplay. Has McCracken. Good block by Darden Horsley. McCracken over the 50, the 40, 35, the 30, the 20, and McCracken is gone. Evan McCracken is going to find the Richland Ram end zone. So third touchdown for Evan McCracken tonight. 2 on the ground, 1 on the screen pass. That screen pass, Fred, is giving teams all sorts of fits.
You know, we talked about that all year, how difficult it is for a high school team to run the perfect screen. It's not an easy play. Richland has perfected it, and once you give McCracken the ball with 3 blockers in front of him, it's nothing but a couple guys had angles on him, but he just outran everybody.
We saw the block right in front of us. Darden Horsley took out his man perfectly as McCracken made that first initial cut and then able to weave and find his way to the end zone pretty much untouched.
You can't I'll wait till this kick's over.
Yeah, Ritko on to attempt the extra point. Ritko is going to put this one through again, so Richland's going to go up 21-7, answer very, very quickly after the Central Cambria score. So we'll see if Stone puts up a time on that drive. First one took 38 seconds. Second one, 4 minutes and 14 seconds. And this one didn't take much time at all as Rams go, we'll see what it says here. Stone trying to pull it up.
Stone is puzzled. I've very rarely seen him puzzled. He's telling me to mind my own business.
Well, he is our boss, so he can kind of tell us what to do. 4 plays.
If he's your boss, I'm an independent contractor.
4 plays, 65 yards and 55 seconds, PJ, goes that Richland drive. Great answer to kind of a mistake by the Rams on the dual unsportsmanlike conduct penalties.
Yeah, I think they learned a lesson on that. That's a good teaching lesson for the future. Speed, you know, the thing about this offense that's so great is that when you spread people out, it's hard to have more than one. It's hard to have double, triple coverage because you can't. There's too many people out there. And then you give somebody like McCracken a little bit of room, a little bit of green with his speed and his ability to move and run. You know, there were guys that could have tackled him on that touchdown run, but he just blew right by him. He was going so fast that he couldn't tackle him. It's an amazing thing. He's only a sophomore?
He's a junior.
He's a junior this year?
Yep.
Wow.
All right, Ritko on to kick it away for the Rams. Back kicking from the 40-yard line instead of their own 10. Ritko will put this one up, high kick, and may go out of bounds at will.
They keep going to that spot, the 20-yard line, trying to trap that kid in the corner somewhere, somehow. Normally the upbacks don't get to see the ball too much on kickoff, so that's one of Richland's theories, is to kick the ball to someone who normally might not get it.
So, yeah, Central Cambria takes over at their own 35-yard line. So, not bad, Fred. It's going to go out of bounds. Central Cambria has to go 65 yards still. Down to 1:18 remaining here in the first quarter. Again, Richland up 21-7. Central Cambria having a very tough time stopping the Rams.
Little note that I just picked up on. One more touchdown by Evan McCracken ties the school record. 2 more breaks it.
Wow. So Snyder will take this around the left side and will pick up a couple of yards, maybe 3, call it the 38-yard line. So 2nd down and 7 upcoming for Central Cambria.
Is that touchdowns for the year, PJ?
I believe regular season.
Regular season touchdowns.
We have an injured Central Cambria player.
Well, Evan had 17 touchdowns coming into tonight's game, and he had, 2 tonight?
Yeah, he has got 3 tonight.
3. So it's up to 20 right now.
All right, so Hunter Pitzinger is the injured Central Cambria player, limping off the field now, but looks to be okay.
Okay, yeah, teams are coming back. 2nd and 7.
So, Fred, who would have been back in the 70s with the Martins, or who would have had?
I couldn't answer that question.
It wasn't Brian Dunn, was it?
No, I don't believe.
All right, 2nd down and 7.
Be interesting to know, though.
Central Cambria goes up the gut, has a lot of room. This is Wyrus. Wyrus over the 50-yard line, the 45, the 40 before he's forced out of bounds. Forced out of bounds by Austin Yarnick, but Wyrus picks up a ton of yards in Richland territory. So Central Cambria moving the football. Actually, they moved the football pretty well, Fred. And first drive, they got stunned as Richland came up big on defense and got a couple of tackles for loss.
Their big plays have been quick hitters right up the middle.
Yeah.
They have not been able to get around the corners today. Richland defense plays at the edge. They play the edge very well. But they've been just quick hitters, boom, right up the middle.
1st and 10, Central Cambria at the Richland 38-yard line. Sheehan hands off. That is Valerio. Valerio again sheds a tackle. Valerio will have another Central Cambria first down, taken down at the 25-yard line.
Once again, right up the gut. Nothing fancy. Here we come. Buckle up.
Yeah, they'll give him the 26, it looks like. Not quite the 25, but still a first down. So Richland going to have to tighten up right down the gut, Fred, as you said, as Central Cambria finding lots of room running between the tackles.
Central Cambria has rushed the ball for almost 1,700 yards this year, so it's nothing new. This is what they rely on, this rushing game.
All right. Sheehan back under center with Valerio in the backfield. Wyrus goes in motion. Sheehan rolls out to his right, looks, throws the pass, it's intercepted. I believe that's Sam Penna. Or is that
Evan McCracken. Look at him go.
So McCracken is gone. He will have a pick 6, and we have a lot of contact back here, Fred. A lot of scuffle going on at about the 45-yard line of Richland.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be a call on Central Cambria, as there was lots of pushing and shoving. But Evan McCracken on the pickoff takes it all the way to the end zone for another Richland Ram touchdown. His 4th touchdown of the night on the pick 6.
And that makes you wonder, they're running the ball so well. I know they're trying to catch you off guard because they run, and surprise you with a pass. But, it's second guessing. Second guessing is so easy. I mean, I coach, so I don't like to hear about second guessing. But, keep doing what you're doing well. The score is we're already 2 touchdowns ahead. So don't, give them another one. And they just did. I didn't see what the scuffle was.
They started to push Austin Yarnick around, and I believe the flag was thrown. There was like 3 Red Devils around Austin Yarnick, pretty much pushing him. So I think the emotions got the better of Central Cambria, and there should be a personal foul here on the Red Devils, I believe.
I'm glad we have our good statistician with us tonight because these numbers for Evan are adding up rather quickly.
It will be personal foul on Central Cambria. That's what I thought. It was one Richland player there. It was Austin Yarnick right around the 45-yard line of Richland. PJ, I don't know if you saw that yourself.
No, I didn't pick up on it until it started to get broke down. You know, I was still watching Evan running, but yeah, you're exactly right. There was four Richland guys, 2 linemen, Austin Yarnick and Ryan McGowan coming off of that, and I believe you're probably right. They all went to the rescue.
All right, so it is 27-0 now off the Evan McCracken pick 6. Puts the Rams up 27-7, pending the extra point.
Was that touchdown all speed?
All speed.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he got that ball, Fred. It picked it off his shoe tops almost, and then just took it to the right side of the field, and, it blew by everybody.
A couple guys had a shot on him, but the angle was there, but he was just so fast.
All right, Ritko. We'll put this one up and true, so 28-7 is your score now here from Hurlinger Field. And that is the end of the first quarter. Richland just dominating this football game, as we kind of knew that they would. But Central Cambria has shown some life on offense, Fred. And unfortunately, like you said, down that deep into Richland, keep doing what you're doing. They tried the pass, and it ends up shooting them in the...
You don't want to give Richland the ball. You're already behind by 3 scores, so keep the ball as long as you can, score a touchdown.
So I found the information that we were looking for. That touchdown just tied the school record. So right now in the 3-way tie is obviously Evan McCracken, followed by the great standout receiver from the University of New Hampshire, Caleb Burke, and also a real hardcore runner for us in past years, Tanner Solarchak.
Oh, nice.
Well, Tanner was a hard running back. I remember that team, and I really liked that team a lot. They lost to El Equipa, I believe. That might have been the last year I coached, actually. We went down and played El Equipa in Pittsburgh and got beat, but it was a great football team. And the running back was pretty doggone good. I remember that. We don't have time to read all these advertisements. Again, I was going to do it, but PJ, that was great info, buddy. Thanks, man.
All right, so Richland goes up 28-7 off the Evan McCracken pick 6, his 4th touchdown of the night already. 2 on the ground, 1 by the air, and 1 off the interception. And it will be, I believe, Ritko on to kick it away again for the Rams. Grady Snyder back deep for the Central Cambria Red Devils. So, Freddie, you going to be heading out trick-or-treating on Monday at all?
I got my candy, and we're going to stay home with our candy, and I'll go around and bring home a bigger bag.
There you go. It's onside kick, and Richland recovers. Richland recovered the onside kick. I don't see a flag. Is there a flag on the play?
I should have seen that coming. I'm embarrassed. That's typical.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was...
I'm a little confused here, too, because we did recover the ball.
Did it go 10 yards?
No, it's going to be... The ball didn't go 10 yards, I'd imagine. So Central Cambria is going to take over the ball at their own 35.
It's got to go 10 yards before the kicking team can.
Can you guys give me a hair more volume in my headset, please?
Absolutely, bud. All right, try that for me, PJ.
That's pretty good.
All right, buddy. All right, so it is 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line of Central Cambria. Ball did not travel 10 yards, so Central Cambria keeps the ball. Handoff. And that's going to go nowhere. In fact, it's going to be a loss on the play. Lots of Richland black jerseys around there. Cody Yeager and Joe Penna, I believe.
That's really catching people off guard. I don't think anyone in the world expected an onside kick there.
I didn't, for sure.
I mean, that's typical, do when they least suspect it. But it does have to go 10 yards before the kicking team can touch it.
All right, in Bedford, our score, Bishop Guilfoyle 7, Bedford 6. So in the second quarter there, good game going down there in Bedford. 2nd down and 12 now for the Red Devils as Wyris goes in motion. And this is Valerio. It goes right up the middle. Valerio will have lots of yards as he crosses the 45-yard line to the 46. Should be enough for a Red Devil first down.
They're moving the chains.
So once again, Fred, up the middle again.
He's having
a great game, absolutely.
Just stick to it, guys. That's my philosophy. Stick to it. If it ain't broke.
Yeah, Richland have a hard time stopping that play up the middle, and Valerio doing some hard running and picks up 13 yards for actually 12 yards for the first down. So 1st down and 10, Central Cambria. 10:55 remaining here in the second quarter. Handoff, and this time Richland will stop that, Fred, as pretty much no gain on the play.
A lot of gang tackling in the middle there. Our defense is really swarming to the ball. It's been that way all year, though. It's fun to watch.
That was Valerio again on the carry.
So I got a little tidbit you guys can pass on to Stone from a couple fans. They said, ask not to the touchdown banner up whenever we score because it blocks the entire screen and screws up the extra point. It must linger there.
All right, so it said about the banner on the screen, I guess, when the extra point is going up, it's blocking people's view of the... So, yeah. All right, we got it, PJ. Thank you. Second down and 10 for Central Cambria. Hand off to the left side. This is Grady Snyder. Snyder will come close to the 50-yard line, going to bring up third and long. So Snyder takes it to the 49-yard line.
That was a pretty good run considering one of the trapping guys pulling out the lead. The play fell down. You still picked up some good yards.
Picked up 3 yards, so third down and 7. So big third down play, ball at the Central Cambria side of the 50. In motion goes Wyrus. This is Valerio, and Richland basically took the handoff. Wow. There was a lot of black jerseys. Ethan Janidlo, along with trying to catch the other number of the other player. Hard to see from up here.
That's one of those...
Zach Hancock, I believe.
One of those adjustments that Tim Ripple's so good at. You know, play work, and then he'll figure out a way to stop it. They're gonna have to go to something else maybe.
Fourth down and about 9 upcoming after the loss on the play. 9:07 and counting here in the second quarter, and Richland leading 28-7. Central Cambria will get the ball after the half.
And they're gonna punt the ball.
Yeah, they're gonna punt this one away.
I'm not sure. We'll see.
All right, good snap, good hold. This is Wyrus, I believe, on the punt. Fair catch made by Sam Penna right around the 20-yard line of the Rams. So Richland will take over first and 10 with 8:42 remaining in the second quarter.
I guess the old fair catch signal isn't what it used to be. Back in the day, you had to put your hand up and wave it. Now kids are just like giving it a quick wave across there's
been a couple where really hard to see if they even called a fair catch. Absolutely.
That was pretty close to being an illegal signal.
All right, so first down and 10 go the Rams. And is this a little Wildcat here? It's Wildcat, I believe, with McCracken as your quarterback. First down and 10, Richland from their own 20. And the ball is on the ground. McCracken just has to dive on it back to the 15. So kind of a low snap. So McCracken's smart to jump on it.
Yeah, we don't talk about it much, but that's the important part of this offense is the center. And we very rarely have a bad snap, if ever. In fact, I can't remember the last time we had a bad snap.
All right, second down and 14 upcoming. Easton Robertson will be your running back now. So going a little Wildcat here for the Rams. McCracken will keep it himself, goes up the middle, gets pushes forward for a couple of yards, going to bring up third down and long.
There's so many things you have to get ready for when you're preparing to play Richland. Defensively, there's so many things you have to be ready for. We're getting out of the Wildcat now, going back to our traditional offense.
Yeah, you have a third and 13 upcoming after the just a yard pickup by McCracken. Richland up 28-7. Looks like the freeze play, and it might have worked, Freddie. I think offsides on Central Cambria. So it takes a third and 13 down to a third and 8. So
it's manageable.
Not a bad move.
Huh. Why not? What do you have to lose? Take a chance.
So Central Cambria bites. Good time to do the freeze play. Last week, Central
Chestnut Ridge.
Chestnut Ridge did not bite on that once.
No, they were prepared.
What's AC bite on it again here?
All right, third down and 8. Penna back to throw. Penna throws it quickly out to the left side. Has a man, and that's going to be Richland Ram first down over the 35-yard line.
That's a hard pass.
It's about the 37.
It's not a downfield pass, but it goes the whole way across the field. So it's not a short pass. It's a long pass, and we do it with great skill.
Who was that on the reception?
Yarnick.
That was Austin Yarnick on the reception. So nice quick pass out by Penna. Picks up the first down.
There was a freeze there, too.
7:05 remaining here before halftime. Richland leading 28-7 here at Hurlinger Field. Penna going to roll out to his right. Penna stops, goes back to the left, sets his feet, now goes back to the left again. Penna going to keep it himself, and will pick up a yard or two as he just does the smart thing, Fred, and lives to play another down.
And no sense panicking. You know, we have the lead, we have the ball. Everything's in our favor right now. Why panic?
Down to 6:46 here, remaining in the second quarter. So 2nd down and 8 after the 2-yard pickup by Sam Penna. Ball at the 39-yard line of Richland. We're going Wildcat again here with McCracken. Penna will go in motion now. Handoff to Penna. Penna now going to throw. Throws it quickly up to Ryan McGowan. Ryan McGowan over the 50-yard line. Pushes towards the 45-yard line. And PJ, there is no flags on the play.
That's a first, huh? That's good to see.
All right, so McGowan takes it into Central Cambria territory down to the 45-yard line. First down, Richland.
Nice play, nice looking play. Little jet sweep pass. They come at you from all angles, don't they?
Going to stay with the Wildcat here.
Here's a jet sweep again and a pass.
Now it's going to be Penna throwing out to the other side. This time has a man on that sideline. And taken out of bounds.
McGowan again.
Yep, just over the 40-yard line to about the, let's see, we're about the 37.
That's the same exact play they ran 2 times in a row. Both times, jet sweep pass.
All right, so pickup of 8, 2nd down and 2 upcoming for Richland. 6:12 and counting here in the second quarter. Richland up 28-7. And it is a keeper now by McCracken. McCracken should have enough for the first down as he got to about the 35, Fred. Maybe the 34.
McCracken there is as a running back. You have to respect that. You have to respect the pass. I mean, there's just so many things to cover. It's unbelievable.
I think we're staying with the Wildcat here. As Penna now will come into the backfield. McCracken will sprint out to the right. McCracken going to follow the lead block of Penna. And will go out of bounds at about the 20. Now short of the 20.
You talk about a versatile player. There's your quarterback now becoming a lead back blocker.
Bedford now goes up 12-7 over Bishop Guilfoyle late in the second quarter.
Illegal procedure.
Yeah, we're going to have a flag here on Richland. Going to be a 5-yard penalty.
I think what happened was I believe Sam turned upfield a little bit too quick. He was in motion, coming around behind the Wildcat formation. He might have turned upfield just a little bit early.
So ball back to the 39-yard line of Central Cambria. Rams have to get to about the 25 or so, maybe 24. So first down, 15 for the Rams. Handoff and slung down quickly goes the Ram running back after a pickup of about maybe 3.
We haven't been stopped all night, have we?
No, Richland just keeps motoring as Easton Robertson was on a carry. Easton now limping off the field. In comes Joe Penna into the backfield. Again, Jordan Nichols not playing in this game, I believe, for precautionary reasons.
Vitale is not playing as well. Luke, right?
Yep, Luke Vitale. So hopefully we'll have them back next week as we will have a playoff game here at Hurlinger Field. Second down, go the Rams. This is Penna. Penna goes up the middle. That's Joe Penna. And goes to about the 32, Fred.
Here's the young man that comes off the bench into the game. First play in the game, he runs the ball. That's a lot of confidence in that young man.
Third down upcoming. Quick throw by Penna out to the left. He has a man. That is Austin Yornick. Austin Yornick gonna score. So Sam Penna, quick throw out to left, finds Austin Yornick. Austin Yornick goes into the end zone for another Richland Ram touchdown.
I've been very impressed. Well, we've been very impressed with Austin Yornick's speed. Seems like he's gotten a lot faster as the years gone on.
So Yornick continues his good play. Finds the Richland Ram end zone once again. Richland 34-7 now, pending the extra point. Still 40-37 remaining in the second quarter. Ritko on to attempt the extra point. one of the leaders in the area in scoring. And Ritko puts us up, and it is good. So, no, Ritko
again
puts the Rams up 35-7 here at Hurlinger Field. So, Freddie, you want to run down the sponsors again? 34 of them. Can't thank you enough. Can't do this without them.
Yes, thank you. First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Song Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF, and Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Helco's General Contracting Incorporated, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising. Thank you all very much. There's still
Good job, buddy.
Still time to get on board for the playoffs, Ed.
Absolutely. Still plenty of time. We could have a long run, Fred, and we hope that continues as Richland looking for their 5th straight District 6 title.
That's Austin Yornick's 8th touchdown receiving this year so far.
All right,
pretty good sophomore season, Ed.
Yep, Ritko on to kick it away for the Rams. And again, kicks it to that short side. Picked up around the 30-yard line by Wyris. Wyris makes a move and goes out of bounds short of the 40. They may give him the 40. We'll see where they spot that. I think he was short, but they might give him the 40-yard line. I thought he went out of bounds before then.
He's on the 40.
All right, so on the 40-yard line, 4 minutes, 32 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Richland leading 35-7.
Nice turnout again tonight on Richland's side.
Always.
Richland loyal fans.
All right, first down and 10. As Sheehan will go under center with Valerio in the backfield. Snyder will go in motion. He'll hand off to Valerio off the middle. Valerio will not get much as he got to about the 41. So second down and 9 upcoming.
That's been their bread and butter, but it's kind of falling apart at this point.
Richland doing a really good job. I was going to say that, Fred. Richland doing a much better job now, kind of holding that middle of the line. They're faking Snyder on that little end around and handing off to Valerio, and now Richland able to hold their ground up the middle. No rush to the line of scrimmage at all by Central Cambria. They trail here 35-7 with 3:57 remaining before halftime. Sheehan hands this one off to Wyris. Wyris trying to pick his way, and Wyris will go nowhere. No gain on the play once again. Fred going to bring up third down and 9.
Zach Hancock literally hugged him as soon as he touched that ball.
Yep. That's about the second time, PJ, that Richland has basically taken the handoff.
The worst thing that could happen to Central Cambria right now is giving Richland the ball back with 3 minutes to go.
Oh, it's so much time. Richland has really not had a really long sustained drive. They pretty much have scored within 4 minutes or so on each of their drives.
I think their goal is to get out of this half, not necessarily us scoring, but don't let Richland score.
All right, third down and 9.
Someone was coming off the edge.
They almost went off sides. Faking the blitz from that left side, and I think Central Cambria are going to go ahead and call a timeout. So while we have the chance, we might as well run down our sponsors. And before that, we want to thank our student producers, Stone Mangus, Lanigan McCulty, and Sophia Mihai. And thank you so much to First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Shang Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF and Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic, Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape Curving, Roof Rejuve, Advantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising.
Thank you, one and all.
All right, 3rd down and 9 upcoming for the Central Cambria Red Devils. They trail here 35-7 with 3:01 remaining before halftime. Back to throw goes Sheehan. Sheehan going to haul this one up in the air. It's going to be another Richland interception. I believe that is Sam Penna this time. Penna over the 50-yard line. So Penna picks this one off.
Number 2.
That's the second interception. No, it was McCracken had the first one for a pick six. And this one is Sam Penna.
Have a flag.
Sheehan just put that one up in the air on the right side of the field, and Penna able to make the interception, but there is a flag on the play.
It must be against us.
Holding on Richland, so it should be an automatic first down, right? 5-yard penalty, automatic first down, so a hold on Richland will cost the interception.
That's a big break for Central Cambria. Not only do they keep the ball, but Richland doesn't have it.
They'll take it to the 49-yard line of Richland. First down and 10, Central Cambria off the penalty. 2 minutes and 49 seconds remaining before halftime. Sheehan under center. Wyris goes in motion. Hand off to Wyris. Wyris tries the right side. Wyris turns it up after about maybe a 4-yard gain, Fred, to about the 45.
They actually got the edge. They have had trouble getting that edge all night. Not that it was a big gainer, but at least they got the edge.
Yeah, it brings up 2nd down and 6. Again, just a great night for football. A little chilly out there, but absolutely beautiful night. We've been fortunate. We've been fortunate with these Friday nights.
We had one rainstorm. That was the first game.
I wouldn't even call it a rainstorm. More of a lightning, more of a lightning issue than it was a rainstorm.
We had to come back the next day. That was game number 1.
2nd down and 6, under 2 minutes now here before halftime. Again, Central Cambria is showing no sense of urgency whatsoever, even though they trail 35-7. Wyris will go in motion. Sheehan going to hand us off to Valerio up the middle, and Valerio held by the legs as he got a couple of yards to about the looks like the 43.
Well, they're going slow because they don't want Richland to have the ball.
They also want to score, I would imagine. They do get the ball after the half. I think there would be a little urgency to try to score before halftime and then have a chance to make up 2 scores. I understand a little bit of that, but I also understand they need to find the end zone here. 3rd down and 4 after the short pickup. Wyris will go in motion. It will be Wyris on the sweep. Wyris able to cut up in, taken down, going to come close to the first down, maybe about a yard short. They're going to spot this ball right around the 40. Has to get to the 39, so 4th down and 1 upcoming.
So 4th down, we could get the ball back with a little bit of time left in the half.
Yeah, 4th down and 1. So Richland just has to stay true here. Even if you give up a yard, Fred, that's okay. Time is just ticking down off that clock. Richland already up by 28 points here. And I think it'd be a timeout here, Central Cambria. So, Fred, if I go to your house, what kind of candy are you giving me?
I have Almond Joys, which is a big hit.
Now, are they full-size bars, or are we just going to minis?
No, these are minis. Almond Joy, Butterfinger, those little dots.
Nice.
They're good. They're really good.
I like that.
And I have we also have the typical thing nobody wants, like apples. we don't want the good stuff.
Fred, not that you're getting older or anything, but I'm glad you didn't say Werther's or any of those so-called older people candies. I'm glad you're staying young with the chocolate.
He's going to pass out that tea-berry gum. That's right. So, PJ, I come to your house. What candy am I getting from you?
How old is the trick-or-treater?
We'll say just north of 50.
North of 50, you're going to get a selection of American brewed domestic cans. Maybe bottles could be dangerous. The assorted candy much. Where my house is situated, Ed.
I know.
You earn your dues if you walk up that track to trick or treat.
All right. All right, 4th down and 1 upcoming here for Central Cambria. 39 seconds remaining here before halftime. Richland leading 35-7. Sheehan now going into the gun here. Sheehan hands off to Wyris. Wyris will have a first down, but barely. He just got enough, Fred. Just picked up that yard to the 39-yard line. Thought he might have had a little more room at first, but Richland really closed that gap and took Wires down.
Somebody just killed. They're stopping the clock for a measurement.
Yeah.
They're going to measure maybe.
It's really close. I think he has it. It should be a first down, and it is. He needed 39, got to the 39. So first down for Central Cambria, but only 25 seconds remaining before halftime.
They're going to wind the clock, and there it goes. 22, 21, 20.
All right, Sheehan will stay in the gun. Back to throw. Getting pressured by Zach Hancock from behind. Will step up and get taken down from behind. I think is he out of bounds?
Yes.
Okay, so kills the clock with 10 seconds.
Might have killed one of our yard markers.
All right, so Hancock put some big pressure on. Able to take Sheehan down.
Who's running the chains tonight, PJ? Can you tell us?
That's our all-star crew.
Dave Maher over there?
And that's
yes, he is.
By the way, that's another sack for Zach Hancock. That's a yard loss on the play. So Zach will get credit for another sack. He's been on fire since last week. He's had a great season, but with the sacks, he has been incredible the last 2 weeks. And there's Richland almost takes the handoff again. Grady Snyder being chased and will be caught down at the 45-yard line of Richland. Another big loss on the play.
That's the half.
And that will end the half. Richland up 35-7 with Central Cambria getting the ball after
Central
half.
Cambria might want to think about touching that ball the way Richland's hitting right now in the beginning of the second half.
Yeah. All right, so Fred, we've had a big half by Evan McCracken. He's got 4 touchdowns on the night, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air, and 1 off the pick six.
Interception. He's had a tremendous night. It seems like he gets faster every week. He and Yarnick both. But Evan is in a world of his own when it comes to speed. I mean, he had runs tonight where people had good angles. They just could not close the deal.
Okay. All right, so Fred, you got to see end of the game. You got to head down there.
Oh yeah, I know that.
So
I don't know what's going on for sure, but.
All right, so we are going to step aside here. It is halftime here at Hurlinger Field. Richland leading 35-7. We have a little more of some senior festivities to take care of. So Fred and I are going to step away as well as PJ. We're back with you shortly. You're listening to the Richland Ram Football Network. Richland leads here 35-7 from Hurlinger Field over the Central Cambria Red Devils.
All right, folks, so now it is halftime, and we are going to be honoring our senior band members. Our senior band members will be announced here momentarily. The band is under direction of Jared Canistraci. He does a fantastic job with all of these kids in the marching band. I'm in concert band. I am not in marching band, but I know that he does a fantastic job with the music department. Also in the music department is Ben Easler and Eric Tajeski. All 3 of them do a fantastic job here with the fine arts department here at Richland. So any moment here we'll be starting our senior recognition for our band members, and we will start off with Aaron Deffenbaugh. Aaron is escorted by Baron Deffenbaugh and Carolyn Wigby Deffenbaugh. Aaron has been a member of the Richland Marching Band for 7 years, and his favorite marching band memory is singing Christmas songs during playoffs. Aaron's other activities include chamber choir, executive board, key club, math club, National Honor Society, SAD, student council, and theater. His future plans are to attend college. Congratulations, Aaron Deffenbaugh. Aaron Deffenbaugh is one of my favorite band students. He's always screaming in the band room. He's an oddball, but he is very good at what he does, so congratulations to Aaron. And next up, we got Alex Deegan. Alex is escorted by her grandmother, Nancy Wessel, and her sister, Kelsey Deegan. Alex has been a member of the Richland Marching Band for 6 years. Her favorite marching band memory is going to drum major camp over the summer. Alex's other activities include Del Borgo, Johnstown Symphony Youth Orchestra, Math Club, National Honor Society, RPAC Productions, SAD, Unity Club, and Women's Chorale. Her future plans are to attend college and major in business. Congratulations, Alex Deegan. Alex Deegan does a great job on the trombone in the band. She's a great leader in the music industry with Richland, and congratulations to Alex Deegan. So next up is Alex Livingston. 2 Alexes in a row here. Alex is escorted by David and Lee Ann Livingston. Aaron has been a member of the Richland Marching Band for 6 years, and his favorite marching band memories are the long charter bus trips and the rest stops. Aaron is also a member of TSA. His future plans are to attend college and major in meteorology. Congratulations to Alex Livingston. Alex Livingston. He's another one of those leaders in the band. He does a great job helping out the younger kids, and I believe he plays the bass clarinet. So congratulations to Alex Livingston. Next up is Olivia McMunn. Olivia is escorted by Chuck and Tanya McMunn. Olivia has been a member of the Richland Color Guard for 6 years. Her favorite marching band memory is being on the rifle line this year. Olivia's other activities include SAD and the Early Childhood Education Program at Votech. Her future plans are to go straight into the workforce as a preschool teacher. Congratulations, Olivia McMunn. We definitely need teachers in the world. My mom is a preschool teacher, and I'll tell you what, you have to be a strong person to be a preschool teacher, and Olivia is definitely the kind of person that would excel in that kind of profession. So congratulations to Olivia McMunn. And next up is Caleb Miller. Caleb is escorted by Dan and Yavit Miller. Caleb has been a member of the Richland Marching Band for 1 year. His favorite marching band memory is playing NBC a ton of times during the games because of all the touchdown the Richland football team scores. That's a good thing. Caleb's other activities include cross country, track and field, theater, and TSA. His future plans are to move to Pittsburgh and get into the film industry. Congratulations, Caleb Miller. Caleb Miller will definitely excel in the film industry, does a great job. He does a bunch of ads on Ram TV. Just recently he was advertising the annual Gob sale that the Fine Arts Department does, and he was Willy Wonka, and they put together a whole production on Ram TV, and Caleb Miller will definitely excel in the film industry, so congratulations to Caleb Miller. And next up we have Medora Owens. Medora is escorted by Stacy and Terry Owens. Medora has been a member of the Richland Color Guard for 4 years. Her favorite marching band memory is when Tessa and Mr. Hawkfire danced to NBC along the guard. Medora's other activities include chamber choir, creative writing club, key club, National Honor Society, and productions with the RPAC along with SAD, Unity Club, and Women's Chorale. Her future plans are to attend Waynesburg University to major in psychology. Congratulations to Medora Owens. And next up is Ethan Ryder. Ethan is escorted by Connie Pattison. Ethan has been a member of the Richland Marching Band for 4 years. His favorite marching band memories are the long bus rides with the band. Ethan's other activities include varsity baseball, math club, and SAD. He's also on my summer baseball team, Ethan Ryder. Shout out to him. And Jeff Pryor of Axe Baseball. Our owner is actually Ryan Robertson, who's above us right now. His future plans are to attend IUP and receive a degree in mathematics. Congratulations to Ethan Ryder. I'll say shout out to Ethan Ryder. He's always catching my high-thrown balls from second base. I am very inaccurate throwing the ball, and he always saves me with his... he's probably 6'4". He's very tall, very tall. He saves me a lot. So congratulations to Ethan Ryder. Next up is Taylorelle Stratton. Taylorelle is escorted by Jesse Stratton and Shania Slagle. Taylorelle has been a member of the Richland Color Guard for 6 years. Her favorite marching band memory is learning how to spin rifle. Taylor Rell's other activities include Backstage Badgers Tech Crew, Chamber Choir, Club Kind, Concert Choir, Key Club, Math Club, and Art Pack. She is also the president of the Writing Club and vice president of National Honor Society here at Richland. Taylor Rell's future plans are to attend college and major in entrepreneurship. Congratulations to Taylor L. Stratton. So next up is Skylee Weingart. Skylee is escorted by Stacy Lafferty. Skylee has been a member of the Richland Color Guard for 1 year. Her favorite band memory is doing the dances in the stands. Skylee's other activities include SAD, and that's it. Her future plans are to go to Conemaugh School of Nursing to become a registered nurse. So congratulations to Skylee Weingart. So big shout out and a congratulations to all of our seniors celebrated here tonight. Ed and Fred will be back on in about 10 minutes with the start of the second half. You are listening to the Richland Rams Football Network.
All right, hey, welcome back. We're back from halftime, Freddie. Central Cambria, man, really, really good. They did shake it off by Taylor Swift, and that's kind of what I sing when I'm playing golf. After all those bad shots I hit, you got to just shake it off.
I want to hear you sing that before you go off the air today. That was quite a performance there, seriously. They had a really nice-looking band, and the Richland band came out and did a number, and we're back to football here in about 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Richland have a couple announcements here to make. Though,
yeah, Richland here 35-7 to get that out of the way. But we want to, again, Fred, what makes this program so prolific year after year? I mean, really, that's what's going on. Is the Richland Rocket program, we can't say enough good things about it. Mike, my son, PJ's kid, all grew up through that Rocket program. And this is the feeder system into what you see on the field. They're running the plays starting in third grade when they're playing tackle. They're running the Richland playbook, and these coaches will actually go to those games and watch these kids as they grow up. And this is what feeds into this system. This is why Richland is able to kind of always be one of the better teams in Laurel Highlands. Is this Richland Rocket program? So thanks to Jim Olauskas for sending us some final standings on the Richland Rockets. So the sixth grade team coached by Andy Crotu went 4-3. The fifth grade team coached by Tim Regan was 6-0. They're back-to-back undefeated seasons. They gave up only 4 touchdowns all season long. Their only loss was at Somerset when they were in third grade. Wow. So a very impressive fifth grade team coached by Tim Regan. The fourth grade team under the coaching of Russ Moore was 5-2. Russ Moore took over for Tom Feitel, managing the Rockets, and did a great job. Third grade was 4-2, led by Dave Pribish, and the future is very, very bright there. Thank you to all those coaches and all those players coming up to the Richland Rocket program.
They do a tremendous job, and I can go way back to when this program got started. I just want to give a shout out to Tom Fleming, who was one of the originators of the Rocket League, and he used to store the equipment in his garage, and he did quite a bit for the league and for the program. So, good shout out to Tom as well. And would like to also I'd like to give a shout out while I'm thinking about it to Bernie Istvan.
Bernie,
yeah,
hey, Bernie.
I saw him today, and he said, "How come you never give me a shout out?" So Bernie.
Well, he never lets us. He never checks in and tells us he's listening.
I know he's listening. He tells me all the time we talk. So he's a good guy. We just appreciate his support.
Yeah, thank you, Bernie. I was good friends with Jeff. Jeff is an attorney out in Philadelphia.
Yep.
And
Dave's a doctor, and
out in New Jersey.
Yep. No, it's in Pennsylvania somewhere.
Is he in Pennsylvania now?
Yep.
Okay. I know he was managing the emergency department, I believe.
Oh, Dave. No, Dave's on the road. He covers a bunch of hospitals.
Okay.
And
Stephanie out in San Diego.
Yeah, I still think one of the greatest interviews we ever had at halftime.
Oh, it was Dave.
Was Dave and Kevin. And no, was Kevin here? I'm not sure.
I don't think it was Kevin.
Jeff
we had Jeff and Dave and
Doug Horn from Berlin.
Yeah.
And it was a great interview. And I just think back to that sometime, and I have to laugh.
We were talking about in the car last week to Chestnut Ridge. PJ exacted his revenge on Dave
with the water wings or whatever.
That's fantastic.
Well, the Rams showed up here. We're ready to go in the second half, and we will be kicking off.
Yeah, Central Cambria will take over the ball here as we start the second half. They trail here by 28 points, 35-7. One more score by Richland, assuming that Central Cambria doesn't score. We'll put the game into the running clock. And Richland looking to get maybe some of the JVers on. That's kind of the goal, I think, would be in this game. They want to come out of here, Fred, obviously with the win and obviously healthy.
I'm not sure how our JV season went. Are you?
I have no idea. So if somebody wants to update us, maybe Stone can give us how the JV teams did. Maybe we'll get a look at that in a little bit.
I know our boys varsity soccer team won last night.
They're in the district finals against United Valley coming up.
That's the new jointure. That's the United and Quantico Valley, Blacklick Valley.
Yep, Blacklick Valley. Yep.
So they were quite excited about their soccer program down there. It's kind of caught fire since they merged.
All right, so JV team finished at 4-4.
Very
respectable season.
Yeah, that's very respectable considering we had a number of guys who would have normally played JVs on the varsity this year.
Have they called up? Yeah, due to a lot of injuries here in the Richland Rams. And again, I mean, how many teams can say they have the injuries that Richland has, the types of players that Richland has? And here Richland sits at 9-0, dealing with those types of injuries. Hoping to obviously get Jordan Nichols back on the field next week, along with Luke Feitel.
I'm sure that's the plan. Next week, one and done. You got to win everything from now on after tonight.
All right, so it will be no Ritko on to kick it away for Richland to begin the second half. And we are underway. A little kick, a little pooch again, almost an onside type looking kick, Fred. Able to shed the tackle goes the Central Cambria player. That was number 27, Ian Estep. Over midfield.
Check.
So
we okay here?
We are good now. So Richland will take over the Central Cambria will take over the ball at the Richland 46-yard line. That was my fault. I forgot to turn PJ's thing on. I turned his thing on and forgot to put his volume up. So sorry about that, PJ.
I had all kind of comments to make there, and you were censoring me like Tim Pennell once.
And PJ McGowan cannot be censored. Let's get that straight. All right, first down and 10. Valerio tries the right side and turns it up over the 40-yard line. So good gainer on first down by Central Cambria.
One thing I know all the years I've been around the Laurel Highlands and around football in this area, these Central Cambria kids will not quit. I mean, they might be down by 4 scores, but they're going to certainly give it all they have. They're tough kids out there in Evansburg. Culver and Revlock. Which one?
Second down and 4. Valerio again off the right side. Valerio now finds some space up the middle and goes over the 30-yard line. First down for Central Cambria. So once again, Valerio doing a nice job on the ground, Fred.
As I said, they're not going to quit. And he's a tough runner. Once he gets some speed going, he's tough to bring down. But the question always was, is Culver Revlock spelled backward, or is Revlock Culver spelled backward?
There you go. That is the question.
That's the question of the night.
All right, ball 29-yard line of Richland. Central Cambria begins the half with the ball. And this is Valerio, I believe, again. Valerio finds some space up to the left side, and Valerio is going to have a Central Cambria touchdown. So Valerio goes in from 34 yards out for the Central Cambria score.
That's not going to make Tim Ripple very happy, I'm imagining, the defensive coordinator for the Rams.
Kind of surprised at the kickoff by Richland, though. I mean, they kind of went for almost the onside type look again.
It was actually a pretty good onside kick.
Yeah, and Central Cambria able to get the ball inside of the 50-yard line of Richland, and just a few plays later, it is Valerio going from 34 yards out, actually, I think from 29 maybe, to go into the end zone. So a 29-yard touchdown. Extra point is up. And it is good, so 35-14 is now your score from Hurlinger Field. So Central Cambria did exactly what they wanted coming out of halftime, Fred. Put the points on the board and took very little time, 1 minute and 7 seconds, and they find the end zone.
What's the chance that we're going to see an onside kick from them? Probably at this
point.
Zero. At this point in the game, I doubt it.
Yeah, they have not stopped Richland, really. I mean, they haven't stopped them all night long, and I don't think anything's going to change as long as Richland keeps the starters on the field, which I imagine now Richland's going to keep their starters on the field after that score.
So, Fred, real quick, getting away from the game, you mentioned Bernie is fan, which is, he's a hometown favorite for me because I grew up with his boys, obviously. You know what he was always famous for here, back whenever you coached and we all played? The phone. He was a phone man for career, and the phones worked seamlessly in those days. You could tell because Bernie's phone van was always parked on the UPJ side, watching every practice and every game, and we loved him for it.
He's a good guy. He's a lot of fun to be around. He has a lot of stories to relate. If you ever have time to sit down, he's got them.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, Bernie and his buddy used to take on Jeff and I in a golf match every year, and I think they might have beat us maybe the first year, and then Jeff and I pretty much took care of those two guys. So I don't know if you remember that, Bernie. I'm sure you do.
I hope he's listening tonight because he's getting his airtime. We do love you, Bernie.
All right, Jonathan West on to kick it away for the Red Devils. Back deep for the Rams is Evan McCracken and Sam Penna. Kick is away, and looks like McCracken will take this inside the 5-yard line, up over the 20. Makes a move. That's Austin Yarnick, Austin Yarnick takes it to the 30-yard line, so Austin Yarnick on the return.
That's a pretty nice kick, almost into the end zone.
Yeah, it's inside the 5-yard line, and Austin Yarnick did a nice job returning, Fred, all the way back out to the 30-yard line.
That kicker, Central Cambria, might be the biggest player on their team.
Yeah, exactly. He got a big leg too, PJ. That's a good kick.
I was informed about him before the game started that they have a good kicker, and they do.
All right, first down and 10 go the Rams. Penna in the gun with McCracken to his right. First down and 10. Penna back to throw. Penna pumps, throws, has a man over the shoulder. Was looking for Austin Yarnick. Almost made the catch. Austin Yarnick tried to adjust to that ball. The ball was thrown actually pretty well. I think Austin Yarnick had a hard time adjusting over the shoulder.
He was looking back, almost backward, had his head bent back. Tough catch. Would have been a tough catch.
Yep.
Trying to get a quick strike, get that touchdown back right away.
So bring up second down and 10. Score 35-14. Central Cambria wasted little time after the kickoff. Minute and 7 and into the end zone. So that was Sam Penna's first incompletion of the night. So good job on Sam. Second down 10. McCracken. McCracken has a little bit of room, able to push over the 40-yard line for a first down to about the 42. So 12-yard run by McCracken.
That was his first incomplete pass the second half.
Yeah,
He threw one over Ryan's head and almost got picked in the first.
That's exactly right. Thank you. That's true. That's the second incomplete pass of the night.
PJ's on top of it.
That's right. Grady Snyder almost had the interception on that play. McGowan goes in motion now as Penna scrambles out to his left. Penna getting chased by Valerio, throws this ball, has a man, and that I believe is maybe Yarnick on his sideline. Maybe McGowan. Hard to pick up the number.
That was McGowan.
So McGowan, it's hard to see the 3 and a 0 from up here. So Ryan McGowan on his sideline has another Richland Ram first down in the Central Cambria territory right around the 31-yard line. First down and 10, Richland.
That had looks of them playing junior high football right there, Sam and Ryan.
Nice.
They always had a good connection on the field and figured out a way to get the ball down.
Nice to see Ryan getting a little involved in this game here tonight too, PJ. I think it's about his third catch of the night. And I think Richland's going to need that going forward. Need all hands on deck. Penna
now we're getting a roll to the right.
And Penna going to throw deep, looking for the end zone. And nice breakup of the play as it was going to be picked off by Wyris. And Richland Rim receiver came back and knocked the ball out. So good job.
Good coverage by both of them.
Yeah.
The offensive player turned into a defensive player.
Yeah, that was very, very nice job. Negated the interception.
Sam does like to roll left a lot. He does a lot of rolling to the left. That time he came to the right. It's an easier throw when you're going to the right.
That was Yarnick who broke up the play. So second down and 10. Ball to 31-yard line of Central Cambria. This is Richland's first possession of the second half. Central Cambria, minute and 7 and into the end zone to start the half. 35-14 your score. Penna back to throw. Penna looking out to the right, little high, but Yarnick on the catch. Yarnick inside the 20-yard line makes a move and gets inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line.
He's done a great job. That was great the way he got the defender away from him. He did a little fake with juke one way, run the other way. Good job. Austin. Scott, I almost said Scott. That's his dad.
All right, so first down and 10 from the Central Cambria 14-yard line goes Richland. We're getting here 35-14 with 9:45 remaining in the third quarter. Empty backfield here now for Penna. Sorry, look for the quarterback draw.
There you go. You're learning.
Now Penna back to throw. Penna has to roll out to his left now. Going to throw. Has a man on the side. Oh, just off the fingertips. Had the man and off the fingertips.
He had a lot of room to run if he had wanted to. It looked like he was thinking about running the ball there.
Yeah.
He had a lot of green carpet in front of him.
So ball fall incomplete. Second down and 10.
You see a lot of players shuffling in and out. He's getting a lot of people on the field tonight.
That's what you don't see with a lot of other teams, Fred, and that's exactly why PJ has always nailed that on the head. Richland just tires out other teams, continually switching, and other teams just can't. And Richland able to stay fresh. This is McCracken now, who goes up the middle and dives down right around the about the 11-yard line.
What's really important is the fact that he switches linemen a lot. He puts 2 or 3 linemen in every other series, and they're always ready to go, and the other team is not. So that's been the highlight of this season. The number of kids that have gotten on the field and played made big contributions to this team.
All right, third down and about 7. Going heavy backfield here now with the Rams. I don't think is that Ethan Janidlo in the backfield. Is that 68? Can't tell the number from up here.
It's 55, I believe.
55, so Brady Hollis is your lead blocker. Penna going to roll out to his left. Penna squares up, throws, and will throw incomplete. He was looking for the man in the end zone. I think that was Can't tell if that was Yarnick or McGowan again.
We're going for a field goal.
Looking for Yarnick, so I think we're going to go for a field goal here as well, Fred.
Not a bad idea.
Ball is spotted at the 12-yard line, so it's going to be about a 29-yard field goal attempt.
He has one on the year so
Ritka was
far.
good from 32. This one from 29. Perfect time to do it. I agree, Fred.
You might as well get the experience. I mean, you have to. You might need it in a playoff.
Ritko's got plenty of leg for this. This is all going to depend on timing. Good snap, good hold. There's part 1, part 2, and part 3 is up, and Ritko is going to put this one through the uprights. So Noah Ritko is true, puts the Rams up 38-14, so a 29-yard field goal by Noah Ritko, and that is the absolute perfect time, Fred, to run that.
How to do it. Let's see. We'll run through our sponsors here real quick and thank these fine sponsors. First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Song Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF, an Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle, Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, World Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mihalko's General Contracting Incorporated, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape Curbing, Roof Reju, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, TAP 814 Bar and Grill, The Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising.
Good job, Fred. Got just in time. All right, Richland is going for almost those onside kicks the last two. This one going to go a little deeper. Ritko kicks this out to the left side of the field. Will go out of bounds. So first down and 10 at the 35 will go to Central Cambria Red Devils. Last drive was good for the Red Devils, Fred. Minute and 7 seconds. It was a lot of Valerio able to scamper for 29 yards and to find the end zone.
He's a good back.
He's a very good back. I tell you what, he's doing a really nice job. Absolutely. And a good blocking by Central Cambria to open up a couple of holes, and Valerio able to slash and dash and power his way, sometimes carrying a couple Richland Ram players with him.
744 yards on the year, 82 yards average per game with 8 touchdowns. Last week against Somerset, he had 7 carries for 145 yards. So he's a proven back, and he's a tough kid.
All right, ball at the 40-yard line, first and 10 for Central Cambria. As Snyder will take the sweep off to the right and go out of bounds. We'll see where they spot him, Fred, maybe after just about a yard gain. So second down and 9 upcoming. They keep trying to try that sweep, and Richland doing a good job containing
They've done a good job
out to the
on
side.
the edge. With Valerio, St. Francis plays Sacred Heart tomorrow. Big game in the Northeast Conference in Connecticut. So we wish them good luck.
All right, second down and 9. Back to throw. Pass over the middle. Caught by Wyris. First down, Central Cambria into Richland territory.
Nolan Wyris, 29 receptions on the year, 293 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's been their top receiver of the year.
Nice ball throw by Sheehan. Just a little slant play.
That's pretty hard to cover, that slant.
It is. It's very difficult. So we're in Richland territory right around the 47-yard line, first and 10. Red Devils. Sheehan in the gun. Snyder in motion. Valerio takes the handoff to the left side, and Valerio will not make it to the 45, so just, again, about a yard gain to the 46. Good job by Richland.
Pretty slick play there right in front of us. It looked like his speed.
Thought he had some room.
Yeah, if he had some, and all of a sudden it closed up, but looked like a jet option or jet sweep to the right, but became a jet sweep to the left.
Oh, we have a Richland player down, not what you want to see. Do we catch a number here, PJ?
It's 53.
So that's Declan Piscatello, who they can ill afford to lose on the line. Declan having a really nice season. Hopefully he's okay.
Wow.
This is not what you had drawn up when coming to this game. You just want to get out of the game with the win and everybody walking off healthy. And this could be a huge loss for Richland if Declan is down for any length of time.
Looks like he's going to be. I thought he was getting up, but I guess not. He's one of those offensive and defensive linemen that we count on so much, and it's going to be a big loss if he's out.
Yeah, Declan having an outstanding season.
I'm sure he's going to be out for the rest of this game. It looks that way anyhow, which might be the wise thing to do, actually.
Okay, let's just hope he's okay.
There's been a lot of issues this fall.
Like they're helping Declan up now. Okay, so Declan coming off. Let's see how he comes off the field, Fred.
He's walking.
He looks okay, so maybe we'll get a report from PJ. But Declan looks okay, walking off on his own power. That's a good sign. All right, so.
He whenever he tackled, was that Valerio or?
Yeah, Valerio. Yeah.
Valerio. He literally picked him up and pulled him down on top of himself. So I don't know if maybe he got all the wind knocked out of him and jolted. I'm not sure. He seems to have all the faculties, and all of his extremities are moving quite well. So we'll check on him here in a little bit, and I'll let you know what I find out.
All right, awesome. 2nd down and 9 upcoming for Central Cambria. Sheehan going to throw this one, has him in. That's number 2. That is Benjamin Ream. Close to another Central Cambria first down. Going to bring up 3rd and about 1.
Sheehan has thrown for 968 yards coming into tonight's game. 107 yards average per game, so he can wing the ball around if he wants to.
Yeah, he's thrown 1 interception tonight for a pick 6 by Evan McCracken. 1 negated on a penalty. This is Valerio again. Valerio over to the 35-yard line to about the 34 of Richland. First down for Central Cambria. Clock just continues to tick. 7:14 now remaining in the third quarter. Richland leading 38-14.
I made the comment that CC is not going to give up because I know how they are out in that place. They're tough kids, and it's true to form so far. They're still plugging away, and they're doing some damage right now.
Yeah, Richland defense is going to need to step up here. This is not what you want to carry some momentum going into the playoffs right now. Central Cambria doing a good job controlling the football in this early part of the second half. Valerio again just follows some blocking before he's brought down by McCracken over the 30-yard line. So about a 6-yard gain, going to bring up 2nd down and about 4.
They're moving the ball quite well, but they're using a lot of time, which...
I was going to say, that's not so bad, but we want to see Richland get a little stout on that line and stop those little sweeps and up the middle runs. And I believe maybe Piscatello's back in the game. 2nd down. This is Valerio off the right side, brought down at the legs that time. Nice play made by Richland Zach Hancock along with Evan McCracken.
Somebody had him by the ankles. Was that McCracken?
It looked like, hard to tell from here is either McCracken or Hancock or both.
Good short tackle, though.
3rd down and 4 upcoming. Ball at the 28-yard line of Richland. Clock continues to roll here with 5:51 and counting in the third quarter. Richland up by 24. As Sheehan will go into the gun. Back to throw, rolls out to his right. Looking downfield, he's going to heave this one for the end zone. Good coverage out there by the Rams and knocked away. And they're going to call a flag, might be pass interference. The flag came out kind of late, Fred. 2 Richland Ram players were around the football.
That was a dangerous throw. I'm not sure why he
very dangerous. Threw into double coverage, heavy double coverage, but he might get the pass interference call.
I don't know.
The flag came out very late after the play was over. Then the flag came out.
We're going to have a little conference here.
I can't see this not being pass interference. And it is.
That was a pretty, in my opinion, that was a horrible call.
Yeah, I would
have all going for the ball at that point, and I mean, clearly they're going to watch this review it and Phil hopefully reverse.
Yeah, totally agree, PJ.
That's a big break for them. I mean, holy cow.
All right, so 1st and 10 at the deep into Richland territory now over the 20-yard line. And off a right tackle goes Valerio.
Massive humanity bringing him down. Those black shirts might be hard to see numbers, but there's so many of them on a pile, it doesn't matter, does it?
No, it does not.
Backed by a host of Richland tacklers.
Ball spotted like around the 11-yard line, it looks like, maybe the 12. Ball at the 12-yard line, call it. Down to about 5 minutes and counting here in the third quarter. 2nd down and 8. Sheehan in the gun. And Sheehan going to hand off to, I believe that's Valerio. Valerio will find the end zone again. So Valerio doing heavy running here. His 2nd touchdown of the half.
What's going on here, buddy? They're exposing something.
Yeah, Richland having a hard time containing Valerio, opening up big holes, and Valerio just running through him, goes untouched from 12 yards out.
That big lead might be what we need. This kid is a good kicker.
Yeah, this is number 45, Jonathan West, listed at 6'2". Oh, that's a bad snap, and a pick is going to be blocked, so that's going to be no good on the extra point. Not a well-handled snap.
That's important.
So Richland in the lead 38-20, but again, Central Cambria has not stopped Richland once in this football game.
No, but unfortunately, we haven't stopped them once in the second half.
Second half's been tough, but we've been scoring. So
I think it's important what you said, though, Ed. You want to go into the playoff game with some momentum.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're trying to get the game over. Hey, Stone, you get a score on the North Star game? Since that's the one that's important for the playoffs.
I saw Jim Penna sort of give an update on the Bedford score. I think Bedford has 18 points. Couldn't catch with Bishop Guilfoyle had.
Bishop Guilfoyle's at 7. It's 7.
7. So 18-7, Bedford leading Bishop Guilfoyle.
You know, you got to. Clearly, we didn't stop them on that run there.
Yeah.
With Valerio making it to the goal line. But, you know, any time, that was a big gift right there on that pass interference.
Oh, for
call.
sure.
I mean, without a doubt. And I'm not trying to be a homer here and, you know, stand up for Richland. But clearly, double coverage, fighting for the ball, going to defend it. Throwing that flag was just an unreasonable call.
Plus, for how long it came out after the play was over, PJ, is my
exactly.
You know, kind of my point.
He was, you know, backseat driving at that point, I thought.
Yeah, it's almost sometimes it's like I haven't done anything all night. It's time for a flag. I hate to see that. It's like the holding flag with 2 minutes to go. I
would have gladly gave him a shout out to his family, Fred. I don't think a flag was needed for it.
Did we get a North Star score yet? No, we're working on it.
Stone's working on it?
No, that doesn't.
All right, so Wes on to kick it away for Central Cambria after the 12-yard plunge by Valerio. And onside kick here. Easton Robertson could not handle it, and Central Cambria may pick up his ball as Easton Robertson could not contain the ball. And Central Cambria jumps all over it, so good onside kick by Central Cambria.
Wow, that's tough to take.
Yeah, Easton Robertson just well off his arm and could not quite contain it. You almost want to see him just take that ball, Fred, and throw it out of bounds.
That's tough to take. As you know, as a special teams coach, you really don't want to see that.
All right, so Central Cambria in business, trailing here by 18 points with 4:46 remaining in the third quarter. It was 35-7 at halftime. And this is Valerio again out to the right side, being held down by the shoulder and swung around and brought down. So this would be a big loss on the play. Good penetration that time by the Rams.
I think they've been a lot more successful running left than they have been running to the right.
I would agree, Fred. That seems to be the bread and butter is to the left. That one swung out to the right, and Richland in the backfield again. Grabbed Valerio right by the shoulder pad and swings him around.
Well, running to the right was the right call. I mean, you have all the field over there. You're on the left hash mark. Sometimes running toward the sideline, the short side of the field, though, you know, is works very well as well.
Fred, what score are you looking for?
North Star.
I think they're playing West Shamokin.
West Shamokin tonight. Yep. All right, 2nd down and 15. Double reverse. Now they're going to throw. This is Wyris looking to throw. Wyris throws the ball. Has a man on the sideline. Caught.
Did that hit the ground?
No, I think it was caught. Pass was complete by Benjamin Ream.
Wow.
So a little double reverse throw by Wyris. Yeah.
What do you call that? Trickeration?
Trickeration.
Wow.
Takes the ball to the 26-yard line of Richland. 1st down and 10. Central Cambria. So Central Cambria finding life here in the second half. So Richland looking for an answer on defense here. Sheehan hands off to Valerio. Valerio cuts it back to the right and gets about 20-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd down and 4.
That left side of the offensive line did a tremendous job that time, walling off the inside, giving Valerio room to run. Very nice job by the offensive line.
All right, Sheehan back into the gun with Lario to his left. 2nd down and 4. They'll put Snyder in motion. Looking to pass goes Sheehan. Sheehan now has to roll out to his right. Sheehan, there's a flag on the play. Has a man. It's a touchdown, Central Cambria. I think this is going to be a hold here on Central Cambria. Yep, it is a hold on Central Cambria as Sheehan rolled out to his right. Hold on the play. So that will negate the touchdown throw.
Wow. Nice pass.
It was a nice pass.
That's a tough one to take as a head coach. On the other side of the field there, I'd be not happy with that call. It's almost like a makeup. I hate to say it, but it almost seems like a makeup.
All right, so the ball comes all the way to the 30-yard line. Central Cambria is going to need to get to the, looks like the 17-yard line for a first down. So 2nd down and long. Sheehan back into the gun. Sheehan going to roll out to his right again. Sheehan getting some pressure. Sheehan is going to go down on a sack. We'll try to catch a number of who that is. Almost looks like Zach Hancock, but we'll catch a number here in a second.
Well, that puts it out of reach there. Wow, big play.
Was that 8? Who was that, PJ?
Dugan Chase.
Dugan Chase on the sack.
88.
Yeah, hard to see from here, but that's Dugan Chase on the sack. So I just talked to Grady in between the halves here.
That's his first sack of the year.
So Dugan having a nice game, couple catches, and now a sack. Ball all the way back at the 40-yard line. So this is 3rd and forever.
Wow. Big play.
Richland can ill afford to give a big chunky yard here, Fred. They want to keep this to a 4th and long. And a quick throw out to the right by Sheehan. And good pickup here along the sideline. Will come close to a first down. Going to bring a 4th down and short now, Fred. 4th down and 3 upcoming. That's the play that Richland could not allow, was right there. There's a little pass out to the right side, and that was Wyrus, who takes it to the 20-yard line. Going to bring a 4th down and 3.
Yeah, you didn't want to make it all. If you couldn't make it all in one, at least you want a big chunk. That's what you said, and you were right, Ed. Look at that.
Yep. Actually, they gave him the 19, so 4th down and 2 upcoming.
Is it 4th or 3rd?
This is going to be 4th down now. So Sheehan with Valerio to his right. 4th down and 2. Sheehan back to throw. Sheehan throws out to the right side, probably looking for Wyrus. Goes up in the air. Good coverage by the Rams, but catch made.
Wow, nice.
So
coverage.
Wyrus comes down with the ball. So Wyrus into the end zone. And Richland having a hard time now here with the Central Cambria Red Devils with 1:18 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
You know, win or lose, Central Cambria is going to be leaving this game with a good feeling. The 10th game of the year, they're down a little bit. They only have 3 wins, but this is going to certainly inspire them for the winter workouts and for the summer workouts.
It was good coverage there by Richland, and Wyrus just went up and got that ball. And I believe Central Cambria are going to go for 2 here. Trailing by 12 now only. All right, Sheehan in the gun with Lario to his right. Sheehan rolls out to his right. This has kind of been what they've been going through. They throw it back over the middle, and that won't fall incomplete.
Could have been a little bit of interference there as well.
I think they called it the pass was uncatchable, was over his head, so they kind of let it go. So 38-26 now is your score here from Hurlinger Field. Central Cambria coming back by storm. They had only 7 points at halftime, Fred.
I'm saying it's a very positive experience. No matter what happens, if they win this game or lose it, they can always say, "Hey, look what we did."
They're winning this quarter 19-3.
Wow.
The big play was obviously the onside kick after the touchdown off the hands of Easton Robertson.
I don't think they're going to try that again, are they?
I wouldn't see why they wouldn't.
Well, there's plenty of time in the game yet. There's plenty of time. We got the whole 4th quarter.
One big reason why they are leading 19-3 or whatever that number was you just said, Ed.
Yeah.
It's because they controlled the entire clock. I mean, pretty much in this second half here. So Richland only has touched the ball 1 time offensively. So, you know, that all goes hand in hand. But, you know, we need to get the ball back in our hands and take control of it. And we'll definitely put it back in the sights that the Ram wanted to see this half go.
All right, so Central Cambria on to kick it away. This lead is down to 12 now. It was 28 at halftime. So Jonathan West on to kick it away. Put this one last time pretty much inside the 5-yard line. Austin Yarnick had a nice return. This time I think it's McCracken deep for the Rams along with Yarnick. And this one is going to go deep this time. It is
Yarnick.
Is that Yarnick?
McCracken.
McCracken has it. And McCracken able to make a man move over the 20-yard line, pushes his way towards the 25. So good hard running by Evan McCracken.
Okay, now it's time to make something happen right now.
Yeah, first down and 10 at the 25-yard line. Richland takes over with 1:08 remaining in the third quarter. And a big surge here by Central Cambria. So far, outscoring Richland 19-3 here in the third quarter. And again, Richland has not been stopped when they've had the ball. Fred, it's been either a touchdown, and last time it was a field goal by Noah Ritko. Penna takes the handoff, throws over the middle, has a man over the 35-yard line.
That's what we
Dugan
need.
Chase. So Dugan Chase has a first down for Richland. Dugan having a really nice game.
Well, he's having a breakout, isn't he?
He is. And now Dugan will check out of the game as Ryan McGowan checks back in. First down and 10, Richland.
They were both on the field and stayed in the game, Ed.
Oh, okay, so Dugan just comes out to the wide side of the field. Fake handoff again, over the middle again.
Same play.
That is Yarnick now to about the 45-yard line. Going to bring up second down and 2.
Same play. If it works, keep doing it until they stop it.
Almost hate to see the ball go in the air, Fred. I'm always afraid of the tip ball,
something happening.
You want to maintain possession. I mean, Central Cambria has a lot of momentum right now. Last thing you want to do is give them the football. Second down and 2. Clock ticking down to 16 seconds. They do not have to run another play here in the third quarter. They can let the time tick down and not run another one. And there's the freeze play, and Central Cambria will jump. That will give Richland a first down.
Yep, good play, good call. They've been pretty disciplined all night. They've tried it before. It has not worked. So. If anyone can figure out how that works, if you watch it long enough, you'll figure it out.
Hard when you're in a mode, though, you want to defend, you want to get in. So they will run a play. First down and from the 50-yard line goes McCracken over the 45 and to about the 41, it looks like, of Central Cambria territory. That will be the end of the third quarter. Your score here, Richland leading 38-26, but Central Cambria putting up a big fight here at Hurlinger Field. So once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors, all 34 of them. Can't thank you enough. Thank you, First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chan Soon Chong Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF and Erie Insurance Provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, the Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamond Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, Mahalco's General Contracting, Inc., State Senator Wayne Langerholtz, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashboro Landscape Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, Tap 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, and First Team Advertising. Thank you, one and all.
Good job, Ed.
Thank you, Freddie. All right, second down and 2. Go the Rams from the Central Cambria 42-yard line. Penna keep it himself. Penna goes up the middle. Penna will, ball's out on the ground, but will jump on it. Penna had enough for the first down, but the ball came out. And I think McCracken able to dive on it.
That would have been huge, huh? Holy cow.
Yeah, but that negated a first down. He had enough for the first. Ball came out and goes backwards now, so going to bring up a third down now. Ball has to get to the 40. Ball at the 46, so third down and 6. Penna hands off to McCracken. McCracken tries the right side, comes back over the middle. McCracken plunges, going to come short of the first down.
Now what?
Going to bring fourth down and about 1.
I think they're going to go.
I think they go for this.
We're going to go.
Yeah. Fourth down and 1. Yeah, Central Cambria has not stopped Richland all night long.
Just be disciplined. Don't jump offside.
I would be shocked if Richland does not go for this. They need a yard to the 40.
They're going to go heavy in the backfield.
Smart move.
Look for the deep pass.
All right. Yep, going heavy. They need one. McCracken up the middle. McCracken has the one and more. McCracken pushing over the 35-yard line. So they needed one and got much more than that to the 32-yard line of Central Cambria.
That's a machine there. It's hard to stop that. I was only half kidding about the long pass.
Only half kidding, I know.
Only half kidding, because you never know about Coach Bailey.
All right, 10:30 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Richland leading by 12, 38-26. Empty backfield now here. As Penna looks to the sideline. 3 wide receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Penna drops back to throw. Penna he's gonna pull it down. Now he's gonna launch it, and that ball is gonna fall incomplete. Had a man. I think he was looking for Ethan Box. And the pass will fall incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
Ethan's going after the football. He's a good boy.
There's a flag on the play. Illegal man. That's a illegal. No, he might have been he might have been over the line of scrimmage. Yeah, that's not an illegal forward pass. That's just what it is. It's behind the line of scrimmage. So it'll remain 1st down though.
Lost it down. He
It is a loss of down. Well, they kept the 1st down more.
Yeah, but the referee just called it a loss of down. When you have the ball that long, it's pretty easy to get a lineman downfield.
All right, so 2nd down and more than 10 here, by about 12. Penna goes into the gun. McCracken to his right. And hand off to McCracken. McCracken picks his way, gets hit hard.
Well, he does.
But McCracken able to keep his feet. Look at him just plow Fred over the 30-yard line. He took a shot there, Fred, and stayed on his feet, just kept moving ahead.
He's a hard runner when he's moving.
Get a down player.
And we have an injured Central Cambria player.
There's some good hitting going on down there.
I believe that's the gentleman that did hit McCracken first.
Yeah, Evan just really, boy, they both gave shots, but I think, Central Cambria player Evan McCracken put a shot on him.
Looks like there's some pretty good hitting going on down there, PJ.
Yeah, there is. More so here on the second half. Obviously, you give the opponents a little opposite or a little bit of a momentum swing here, and they picked up their game a little bit. Hitting, making plays, catching the ball, running the ball, the whole ball wax.
That was quite a jolt there. McCracken was going full speed. Full speed to him is another speed.
That was number 25, Rocco Garzelli.
That's the guy you like, buddy.
I like that name. Actually, Garzarelli. Rocco Garzarelli. So great name, but Rocco got shaken up a little bit. Looks like he's okay as he heads to the sideline.
We hope so.
Third down for Richland. They have it at a 3rd and 6. Ball at the 30-yard line of Central Cambria. Down to 9:41 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Fake handoff. Thrown over the middle. Man. Now that might be Dugan Chase again for another Richland 1st down. So Dugan Chase, again, having a whale of a ball game, has a sack and about 4 or 5 catches tonight.
Richland always likes a big tight end.
Yeah, I like that play too, PJ. A quick little slant.
He used to run that to Colby.
Yeah.
And also, oh my God.
Jordan Ford.
Jordan Ford.
Yep. That's a great little play. And picking up yards and a big 1st down there by Richland. They continue to move the ball. McCracken on 1st down. Able to shake and bake and spin. So he will fall to about the, looks like about the 17-yard line.
We're moving the ball and also using up the clock, which is a dual win for us.
Yep. Second down and about 6 with 8:50 now and counting here in the fourth quarter. Richland up by 12, 38-26. Again, Central Cambria outscored Richland 19-3 in the third quarter. But so far, no answers on defense by Central Cambria as Penna back to throw. Penna got batted down at the line of scrimmage by number 62. Good defensive play there made. That was Dominic Miko. So we'll bring up third down and about 7. Obviously 4-down territory here, Fred.
Yeah, no doubt. Would a field goal help us at all? I mean, it would obviously help with 3 points, but.
Hand off to McCracken. McCracken gets spun backwards, so McCracken is maybe a short gain, maybe about 1. So it's going to bring up 4th down and about 6.
So if we kick a field goal, it would be 41.
Richland's going to need to get to the 12-yard line for a first down. Ball spotted at about the 16 right now.
Pretty far away for a field.
It'll be a 34-yarder. And McCracken back to throw, getting heavy pressure, or Penna back to throw. Sorry, picked off! And really, there's no harm in that. Really, was 4th down play was not going to be made anyway. So if they go down on downs anyway, and actually they picked up some yards by doing that.
It was actually helpful.
And Benjamin Ream picks off the Penna pass on 4th down and 7, and Central Cambria will take over. They have 7:51 remaining. They're down by 12. But putting up a big fight here is Central Cambria. Richland has no answers for Valerio. And that's the first time that Richland's been stopped on the night. Snyder will go in motion, hand off to Snyder, and Snyder brought down quickly. That play has really not worked very well at all tonight.
Nope, the edge has not worked.
As Joe Penna brought him down.
I'm not sure how many interceptions Sam has thrown this year.
Not throwing very many.
I can't find my Richland stat sheet here.
Second down and 12 after the 2-yard loss. Sheehan in the gun. Snyder back in motion. And, there's a ball's on the ground. And Sheehan wise to jump on it, but will lose another couple of yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and long.
This could work out very fine for Richland, in Richland's favor here.
Yeah, there was really no harm at that point in throwing the interception, Fred.
No.
Did they call flag on Richland here? No, they're just getting the crowd all fired up. So big 3rd down and long, 3rd and 17. Ball spotted at the Central Cambria 5-yard line. And Central Cambria will go ahead and call a timeout. So, Freddie, you want to run down the sponsors one more time?
I can certainly do that. I want to thank these fine sponsors. First Summit Bank, Best Window, Chansoon Song Medical Center, Ponchione Financial Group, Advanced Office Systems, Cardolino Eye Care, FWF, an area insurance provider, Pinnacle Chiropractic Spine and Sports, Nico's Restaurant, Rizzo's Italian Restaurant, Dean Jordan Goodyear, Tires, Johnstown Construction, Sporting Goods Discounters, Flair of Country Catering, The Fifth Bar and Grill, DB Homes, FX Screen Printing, Slovenian Savings and Loan, Laurel Auto Group, Precious Metals and Diamonds Company, Beauty Lawn, Dr. Edward L. DiMartino, DMD, the Helco's General Contracting Incorporated, State Senator Wayne Langerholk, Memorial Chevrolet, RPM Signs, Advantage Auto Service, Ashbro Landscape Curbing, Roof Rejuve, Vantage Physical Therapy, Asiago's Restaurant, TAP 814 Bar and Grill, Market Basket Grocery Store, First Team Advertising. We want to thank you all. Something big happened while I was reading these tonight.
Yeah, we missed it. Eric Stone Mangus and I forget his name from the Altoona Mirror, but they were laughing at something. We missed it. 3rd down and 17 upcoming. Sheehan going to throw the ball out to the right side, going deep, and it'll fall incomplete. Good coverage again. Double coverage again. They were looking for Snyder. Good double coverage there by the Rams. Then it was McGowan and Box on coverage.
So what did I miss there, everybody?
There was a guy doing about 60 miles down the road across from the field and was immediately chased by 2 cops. So we missed that. So yeah, so you want to speed by UPJ, you get caught.
All those little kids over there playing ball. I mean, that could have got hairy.
For sure, that's a little scary. Wyrus has to punt out of his own end zone here. Sam Penna now going to creep up. Punt is away. It's a low punt. Going to take a Central Cambria bounce as it rolls to about the 30-yard line. Richland will have excellent field position. 1st and 10 from the Central Cambria 30-yard line.
There was some good pressure on the punter that time. He had to get it off in a hurry.
He's in his own end zone, too, which is a little scary.
Yep, tough.
And Sam Penna backed off he was deep and then came up and just let it go. Wasn't going to even try for the ball.
We might have got some fingers on that punt.
There was a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I wonder. It came off a little funny, PJ. That's true.
It did. I mean, I didn't see that angle, that ball coming that way with the way Wyrus was going after it.
Yeah. All right, so 1st down and 10. Richland from the Central Cambria 30-yard line. 6:31 remaining. Richland leads 38-26. Penna keeps it himself, and
that's McCracken.
Oh, it's not McCracken off the Wildcat. So McCracken. It's so hard. They look very similar, and the numbers look very similar, especially with these black uniforms. Oh no! And there's the play you didn't want. You have Evan McCracken limping off the field. Not what you want to see. He seems to be okay.
He's cramping.
Yeah, he seems to be okay. He has dealt with cramps for a long part of the season, PJ. Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like, just a cramp. Heavy backfield once again. 1st and 10, Richland. And this is Penna who go into the end zone. So Sam Penna calls his own number and goes into the end zone from 10 yards out.
I couldn't see them passing. They just wanted to keep it on the ground, grind it out, use up the clock, score a touchdown. That's very, very helpful, obviously.
Yeah, Richland goes back up by 18 points, pending the extra point now.
Or Mr. Perfect, except for one.
So Ritko on to attempt the extra point. Yeah, he's got two for 2 on field goals, and he has only missed 1 extra point all season long. Low snap. This one, though, the kick is up, and Ritko is going to put this one through, so good job by Penna. Take that one off the turf. And Ritko, good concentration, puts that through the uprights. Richland goes on top, 45-26.
Too bad we can't take a mulligan on that first one.
Yeah, it was just one of those things, yeah.
Mulligan. We want a mulligan.
I would love a mulligan. I think you have to pay for those, Freddie, usually.
Do you actually use them?
We're in scramble, sure. If they're going to give you a mulligan, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I understand it. How about regular?
No, we don't use mulligans in regular play. No.
What do you play? Winter rules or?
At this time, yeah, winter rules. Kind of lift, clean in place when you're in your own fairway.
It's been beautiful.
Yeah.
All week it's going to be beautiful. It's a little chilly going to be next week, but you'll be able to play if you want.
It looks like we're going to be able to play for this weekend and next weekend as I'm looking at the forecast. Next Friday looks like it's going to be a beautiful night again.
We really lucked out and had a great time this year. So we'll be here for the next 2 weeks. I'm still trying to figure out if West Shamokin is going to show up.
Yeah, we're trying to find a score in that North Star West Shamokin game. West Shamokin at 4-5. And we'll see what they do against North Star. I said I'm not sure if almost have a feeling that West Shamokin will not play a playoff game if they have a losing record. And if they would lose that game, they'll put them at 4-6, and they may decide just to again forfeit that game.
Yeah, some schools have that philosophy.
Yep. So 6:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Richland leading 45-26 off the Sam Penna 10-yard run. Ritko on the ground, nice little scooter off the turf. Ball gonna just roll out of bounds. Boy, that was lucky as Benjamin Ream was letting that ball go. Fred, it was staying in bounds for an awful long time, and Richland was bearing down, but the ball did go out of bounds.
That ball's live for anybody that wants it. Once it goes 10 yards, it's a free ball.
Yeah, I kind of like that kick that he put on there. That was a nice kick, but a good job by Ream. So Central Cambria takes over at their own 40-yard line.
That's quite a... They're putting it at the 35.
Last time they put it at the 40, so I'm a little confused here. So ball at the 35-yard line. First down and 10. Sheehan into the gun. Sheehan hands it to Valerio. Valerio up over the 40-yard line. Valerio, good hard run again. Boy, he's having a great game tonight.
With 2 lead backs in front of him, it's a tough play to stop, but we've managed to take care of the corners pretty well tonight. I'm impressed with Valerio, though.
Yeah, I am. He takes down to the 42-yard line. So a 7-yard pickup. Going to bring up 2nd down and 3. My buddy Lance Moran says only PJ would take the mulligan. All right, this is a double reverse. Wyrus back to throw, getting heavy pressure. He's going to gun it. Good coverage out there by the Rams. Will fall incomplete. So they did that earlier in the game and it actually worked. That one heavy pressure on Wyrus.
That's pretty tough on Wyrus to be able to roll to the left and throw back to the right.
He threw a good ball. He threw a long pass down the field. Good coverage by Richland.
Otherwise, it was a big loss, and it was no choice but to try to get rid of the ball.
3rd down and 3 upcoming. And this is Valerio off the left side. Valerio over the into Richland territory over the 45-yard line.
That's been their bread and butter here for lately.
Yeah, he's good. Brought down to about the 41, so 1st down Central Cambria. But unfortunately, time is not on their side. 5:09 remaining here in the 4th quarter, and they trail by 19.
Hey, a little update here. West Shamokin 41, North Star 35, 6:55 remaining.
Oh, so
it comes to us from our new favorite listener, Jen Tiffany from the Johnstown Chamber of Commerce.
All right. All right, 1st down and 10. Throw out to the right side. They're looking for Wyrus, and he does have the grab.
Steps out of bounds to save time.
Big shout out to Ted Crum, a Richland volunteer fireman from way back. Ted, we thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank all of our loyal listeners. For sure. Glad to have you guys all aboard. 2nd down and 4 upcoming for Central Cambria. Sheehan into the gun. Put Snyder in motion. Sheehan getting some pressure. Sheehan going to throw. He throws that one away. Had some pressure coming. Dugan Chase was coming.
He's playing a lot of football tonight, Dugan.
He's having a great game. Really stepping up and having a big game for the Rams.
Good time to be discovered.
Yep.
10th game of the year. We're getting ready for playoffs now. Another body coach can count on.
3rd down and 4 for Central Cambria. Time winding down to 4:46 remaining in the ball game. Central Cambria trails by 19 points. Valerio off the right side, brought down from behind. Not enough for a 1st down. Fred going to bring up 4th down.
Had a good look at that play coming right at us with the 2 lead backs in front of them.
Yep.
Cutting upfield. That's been their bread and butter. It's been better to the left than to the right.
4th down and 2. We have a player down for Central Cambria.
That's Valerio. He came up walking pretty awkwardly.
I imagine he's pretty tired, pretty beat up.
Yeah, he is. He has done the heavy lifting tonight for Central Cambria and done a great job. So he will head to the sideline. Looks okay, PJ. So good to see. We don't want to see anybody get hurt. All right, 4th down and 2 upcoming for Central Cambria. 4:28 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Big loss, though, by Central Cambria for this play, as Valerio's done all the heavy lifting. So now it would be Grady Snyder in the backfield with Sheehan. Sheehan going to throw a little slant play. Almost picked off. That would have been 6 again.
Flag.
There's a flag on the play. Flag was thrown right around the line of scrimmage.
That's against CC.
So if it's against CC, Richland obviously will turn it down. Chop block on Central Cambria. So 1st down, Richland. They'll take over on downs. So Richland can pretty much salt this one away here.
4:12.
Central Cambria still has 2 timeouts left. Richland a couple 1st downs.
I think the goal now is just to run the ball.
I think they're going to want to do this, want to control it and kind of end the game with the ball in their hands. Joe Penna now will check into the backfield. This is a game for we thought we might see the JV team come in, but you got to give credit to Central Cambria.
Yeah, we've had a lot of JVs play tonight, though.
Yeah, but I thought it was going to be all, and give credit to Central Cambria. They played hard tonight, especially in the second half here, outscoring Richland 19-3 in the third quarter alone. Penna keeps it himself, finds a little space over the 40-yard line, the 45. And will be dragged at no, he keeps his feet as he drives toward the 50-yard line. So good hard running by Sam Penna.
Will not quit.
No, he just kept going. He got grabbed by the shirt, thought he was going to go down, taken out of bounds, but he stayed up and kept plowing for a couple extra yards.
Had a good look at that play coming right at us as well with a little juke and the jerk inside there.
Yeah.
Nice running. He's really developed into a fine leader, a fine quarterback.
So the clock continues to roll here at 3:48 and counting in the fourth quarter. Yarnick will go in motion. Penna hands off to McCracken off the right side. McCracken will pick up a couple. So McCracken will pick up about 2. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Good to see McCracken back on the field, though, after the cramp.
Laurel Highlands champions. I got to get moving.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to head down soon, you can head down Stone. If you want to hop on, you're more than welcome. As Fred's going to have to head down. Fred's going to be presenting the Laurel Highlands trophy to Coach Bailey. Quick throw out to Yarnick on the left side. Yarnick over the 40-yard line before he's taken out of bounds at about the 39. So first down, Richland. So Stone, welcome aboard as Fred has to head down.
Good to be here. Good to be here. Yeah, Austin Yarnick did a nice job evading the defense on that play. That was the most basic analysis of the play I could have given. I didn't really see it, but Austin Yarnick. What a story he's been, though. For real, like coming into this season, I want to know how many people thought Austin Yarnick would have the season that he's having. Like he's having an incredible season, and he's only a sophomore. We still got 2 more wonderful years of him left.
All right, first down and 10, Richland at the 39-yard line. It will be Penna fakes the handoff, rolls out, throws out, has a man. Next, Dugan Chase again. Dugan Chase having a very big night. That's about his 6th catch of the night here, Stone. Nice to see Dugan Chase getting involved. Nice to see those tight ends get involved. Puts a little different wrinkle. Now something else you have to watch from the Richland Ram offense.
Yeah, Dugan Chase, another name that we weren't expecting this season. That would have been Graydon Lewis filling that tight end role. But Dugan Chase having a really nice game. This is definitely by far his best game this year. So yeah. It's nice to see him getting into the rotation.
It has a sack on the night defensively and about 6 receptions. And just had a nice night. So 6-yard catch by Dugan Chase. 2nd down and 4, Richland.
I'd like to see Richland just run the ball out. You got 2:12 left in the game. You don't want to see anybody get hurt or the clock stop.
Yeah, McCracken's going to go as he sheds some tackles and just keeps taking people with him. Almost broke it. So good job by Central Cambria to hold on to Evan McCracken. Evan McCracken kept churning and gets to the 12-yard line.
Remember, Evan's looking for that 21 touchdown.
Yeah, and I'm sure they know that on the sideline, and I'm sure Evan knows that as well.
And Stone, Great Lewis never played tight end.
Oh, we didn't? Okay, I didn't know that. That's my bad.
All right, first down and 10, Richland. Ball spotted around an 11-yard line. Penna hands this one off up the middle. It's McCracken again. McCracken churning. Gets to about the 6-yard line.
You're going to wonder if Richland can resist. They're going to probably want to poke it in here, knowing Bailey and his mentality. He's pedal to the metal the whole game. So,
well, I think PJ's right. I think they want to give Evan McCracken that 21st touchdown, which will give him the
still got about 70
lead
seconds
in the
left.
Richland history.
McCracken's not even in the game.
Oh, he's not in the game now?
Oh, okay, all right.
All right, so it is Penna. Thanks, PJ. See, that's why PJ gets to pay the big bucks.
Number 56 has run the ball the past 2 times.
So Hayden Lucas,
big Hayden. And you're happy to see the seniors get in. Hayden Lucas, we saw him in at Somerset. He had that big, powerful run for about 15 yards, and good to see him get in.
All right, it's a 3rd down and 2. Ball at the 7-yard line. No, it's ball at the 3-yard line. It is Lucas again. Lucas goes up the middle, and Lucas will have a Richland Ram touchdown. Hayden Lucas.
And that's what it's all about.
Yep. Yeah, totally agree, PJ. That's exactly what it's all about. Getting those seniors in. Hayden Lucas did a really nice job. Gets it into the end zone for Richland.
And, you know, there'll be a lot of people happy that happened. You know, Diane and Rick, great friends, great family friends of theirs. You know, really happy to see, you know, their son on senior night get a touchdown. So happy for Hayden Lucas and the whole Richland team to see him get a touchdown there.
All right, Rico on to attempt the extra point. Again, a low snap, but good hold by Sam Penna, and Rico puts this one up. And the flag's on to play. So, PJ, last 2 snaps have been really, really low on the turf, which is not typical of Richland.
No, it's not. But listen, again, it's colder out here than you think.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
off, that ball gets a little stiffer. It's late in the game. These guys have paid especially the second half, has been a brutal football game and hitting-wise. But Sam Penna's done an amazing job of scooping that ball and place kicking it. But we're gonna do this again from the 20. So 37? No, 27.
27-yarder. Yep.
Sam's looked like a shortstop with a hard ground ball and a short hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fielding that and then putting it back down. 23
So
yards.
23-yard extra point here now by Ritko. Good snap that time. Good hold, and the kick is up, and Ritko is true. So it doesn't matter where you put Noah Ritko from. He's going to bang it through.
I just took my gloves off. That was a 25-yard extra point.
The 25 yards. There you go. 25-yarder for Noah Ritko on the extra point puts Richland up 52-26.
Third time's a charm there, PJ.
Yep. That's why Fred gets on me sometimes. I have to use the calculator on my phone. I just cannot do math in my head. And,
That's okay. What happened to Fred? Where'd he go?
Fred has to go down and present the trophy. So he wanted to head down there early to make sure he was down on the field in time for the end of the game presentation.
Oh, I got to go find him down here.
Yeah, what you're going to be doing a heavy lifting down there for us, PJ, is as we go through this ceremony, as Richland will be handed the Laurel Highlands trophy tonight here on Hurlinger Field.
That'll be a nice presentation. It'll be interesting to see what Jim Penna, you know, the head of the boosters, has put together. So,
hey, Fred, what are you doing down here?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure exactly. Are we on the air here?
Yes, you are, Freddie.
I'm not sure what we're doing down here.
I just say, I'm not used to you being down here.
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm supposed to give Brandon a trophy.
All right, I just wanted to make sure you weren't looking for your car keys or anything.
No, one thing you got to learn here, when you're close to the end of the game,
here we go.
You stay away from the head coach because he could get
the ice dump.
You got to get away, far away from.
Did you ever have that happen to you?
No,
oh, it just happened.
There, it just happened. That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You're the head coach.
We're gonna go watch some more football, Fred.
All right, so the Coach Brendan Bailey got the shower.
Hayden Lucas was the one that did it, I think it was.
He got dumped on. All right, so Ritko on to kick us away. Right around the 20-yard line for Ream. Ream cuts it back and brought down by Gladen Hale.
Gladen Hale, that's a young name that we've been saying.
Oh, and there's a fight at some pushing and shoving again right around the 40-yard line.
That's Sam Penna.
That might have been, again, a little...
Number 57 for Central Cambria has been an instigator the whole night.
Yeah, Jeremy Dillon, yep.
Yeah, Penna and Jeremy Dillon got in a shoving match there. You know, Evan McCracken he's doing some victory dances there on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, so heavy frustration there by Dillon, and he'll take the personal foul, and that will push Central Cambria back 15 yards.
And, you know, this scoreboard does not reflect how this game went for Central Cambria. They fought in it the whole game. You know, they are fighters. You said that a lot. And they went down fighting, and they are definitely going to be carrying this momentum in the next year, and we'll see how they are next year.
Yeah, they outscored Richland 19-3 in the third quarter alone. They were trailed by 28 points going into halftime, and come out and made some nice adjustments. Took them a minute and 7 when the half started to go down the field. A lot of Valerio running the football. Richland could not stop it, and then an onside kick, and pretty soon, Central Cambria made it a 12-point game at one time, and then Richland took over on the legs of Penna and McCracken.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot closer than I thought a lot of people would think it was going to be in the third quarter, but you know, Richland did a nice job adapting. They solved the problem, and they eventually came out on top.
All right, so that will be the end of the game as the victory will go Richland's way here. 52-26 is your score from Hurlinger Field. So Richland 10-0 on the season, and hard to believe, Stone, when the season started, given the injuries that Richland had, especially, I mean, your second game of the year, you got to go and you got to play Central after a very hard-fought game against Forest Hills. And you're playing the mighty Central, who won the Laurel Highlands last year and was predicted to finish first in the Laurel Highlands again this year. Lose Graydon Lewis in that football game. No Brock Batchy all season long. Players go down, and Richland somehow is here at 10-0. And that's just a testament to the way these coaches handle these players, the way the players respond. A lot of sophomores playing, just a lot of underclassmen getting into games and doing the job that they've been coached to do, and doing it very, very well. And I mean, hats off. I mean, 10-0, going into the playoffs again, looking for their 5th straight District 6 title.
That's incredible.
Under 2 minutes to go, West Shamokin still leading North Star.
All right,
Same
thank you,
score.
PJ. Thank you, appreciate it. I want to know who had Richland going 10-0 and winning the conference on their bingo card.
No.
Because
This guy.
There you go. PJ had it. There you go.
He had it on there the whole time. But,
there you go,
but
PJ.
And you're right. The coaches, they've done a great job of adapting. And I remember interviewing Brandon in the first 2-minute drill this season, and I asked him, I was like, how do you think your team's going to do this year? You know, you got a new quarterback, you got big shoes to fill, all state players leaving. And he was like, we're going to put the best team we can out on that football field. And they did that week after week after week. We saw Graydon Lewis go down at Central, and that was just one heck of a game. I remember being crammed in that press box, and that was just an incredible game. And they've just faced so much adversity, and really, really proud of these guys, watching them grow as a football team. They've gotten better every quarter of every single game, and it'll be really exciting to see how deep they go in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is and I like the fact, I mean, they haven't gotten the best off to the best starts of the season. And PJ, they've always come back from the adversity. It's good to have that adversity going into the playoffs, knowing that you can come back and not worry about it.
No, without a doubt. I'm going to talk a little low here because we do have the Richland anthem being played. But anyways, yeah, adversity. Every game we came out starting slow. We didn't do that tonight. Whether senior night had something to do with that, or just these seniors know that they're starting to click down their appearances at Hurlinger Field. And this field's supported some great teams over many, many years, but especially over these past 5 seasons. So, to look at the coaching staff in this team, how they merged, I know, Stone alluded to that, but Stone was pretty young whenever we all started making this run together, and it's been amazing to see the transformation, not just the players, but the coaching staff, how they've grown. They're just the level of reserve that they have, but also how they push these guys through the way they coach to just conquer their own fears, their own goals, and win out like this. So 10-0, I absolutely believe this team. Whenever the reporters of our area and all the coaches had us in the middle of the pack, sort of laughed, because they were taking these seniors and they were saying, hey, we don't believe you have it. We think you guys rode the coattails of all the teams of the past, and they came out and they blew it by ears. A lot of people look at, how did you play in 8th grade when you were in a junior high position? And this team was fantastic. The other side about it is you always look at that and say, okay, what complements that? And you have your Piscatella, you have your Yarnick, you have Joey Penna, you have all these underclassmen. But then again, that's how this coaching staff has always won these games, because the next man up theory. Dugan Chase, great example tonight. He's going to come back as a leader day one of camp next year, knowing that he can do it. He played with a championship team and made a difference tonight. So just kudos to the staff on how they do this, and to all the Rams believing in themselves, and everybody in these stands for coming out, not only here at Hurlinger Field, but every other field we visited throughout the Laurel Highlands. And I'm sure it's going to be the same way through the playoff run we're about to partake in next week, as long as West Shamokin holds off the North Star Cougars.
Yeah, I agree, PJ. Richland Rams fans travel, I think, the best. I mean, we always have huge crowds no matter where we go. We're almost like the Pittsburgh Steelers of high school football.
I was just thinking that.
That's a very good analogy.
Yep.
We need to come up with a towel here.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So, yeah, Coach Bailey addressing his team, the Laurel Highlands Trophy down on the field, and big honor for Fred Yanni to go down and present that trophy. It's
Oh yeah, that's a Fred, great guy and involved very highly
We're
in the
going to ride in with
organization.
this microphone here.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
10-0, the Laurel Highlands champ in a really, really tough conference with a lot of adversity. So enjoy it. Winning is hard. You guys get to hold the trophy. You got your shirts. Get lots of pictures. This will be a night you remember forever. So,
Coach, I told you all the time it was hard. Guys, proud of all of you. Tremendous season. And here's your reward, Laurel Highlands Conference Championships. Congratulations.
All right.
I know you can't speak through this microphone, but let me tell you, not just seniors, but all the underclassmen are partaking in this.
That is awesome.
For them.
That is awesome. That's just an awesome scene down there. First Laurel Highlands Championship since 2019. As Bedford won it, I think, in 2020, and last year was Central.
Central, yeah.
So Richland, the first time since 2019, hoisting that trophy. And what a moment, like you said, for, PJ, not only for the seniors on his team, but for the underclassmen, and what momentum they're going to carry, knowing that they have this going into the next season as well.
Oh yeah, and this will carry great momentum because you'll still have guys like Evan McCracken on the team. You know, he's been the main workhorse on the ground for Richland, and this will be a good team next year.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have Cody Yeager, who's made some nice strides this year. Easton Robertson, Dugan Chase. You're going to have some nice players on his team next year. Neil Ritko, I believe, will take over the quarterbacking role as we see it right now. That could change, obviously.
Could change, absolutely.
Hey,
and then
Ed, how do these two jackets look down here?
You guys look fantastic with those jackets.
But anyways, listen, West Shamokin prevails. They win.
All right, so 5-5. So we will have a game here next week.
We will be playing here next week.
At Herminger Field, Richland will take on West Shamokin.
What, West Shamokin?
They're the Wolves.
The Wolves.
They are the Wolves.
They're going to be excited to come here.
Yeah, it's going to be. Didn't we? We did play them once before in playoffs.
I can't remember playing them.
I remember years ago playing them.
I don't remember playing them ever. You, Brandon?
What's that?
West
Shamokin. Didn't we?
First time ever.
It is the first time ever. It's the first time Fred, me, and Brandon have been on together with a live microphone. So I'm gonna run if I have to here. But all right, let's do this, right?
Yeah.
You might as well partake here, Fred. So we got the Laurel Highland champion coach Brandon Bailey with us. He's a little soaked right here, so we won't take up too much time. It's cold out here, but let's walk through that first half first.
Yeah, first half was great. Our guys got after it. We took 35-7 lead. We're hoping to come out and put them away, and Central Cambria was scrappy, and because of that, we had to fight and play hard to the bitter end.
So let's go into the third quarter. We were outscored 19-3. Now maybe an unfortunate pass interference call. Then we gave them a little momentum and they took advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, again, Coach Fife does a good job. His kids played hard. This is their last game, and I think we were a little flat in that second half. But again, give credit to Central Cambria.
No, big time. So a lot of young players, as usual, stepped up to it. I mean, to make sure that these seniors left this field on a regular season high note. Dugan Chase really came on strong, and we haven't utilized them that much this year.
Yeah, I mean, Dugan came on and had a nice game for us, so we were real happy for him. They kind of gave I think just because of his lack of having some catches early on in the year, I think they didn't respect him, and we were able to get to him, and he played great on offense and defense.
All right, so since 2019, you haven't touched that trophy. How good does that feel?
Oh, it feels great. It's the best conference in the area, and it's really hard to do. And to get it back in those kids' hands, it's kind of exhilarating tonight.
It certainly is. I mean, talking as somebody that's been a part of your program here, holding this microphone for the past 5 years, could be my last regular season game. I don't want to get all choked up here and teary-eyed, but on top of that, though, having a son on this team, I can't thank you enough and your coaching staff for how you've all made these young boys into young men and taught them how to win gracefully. Because I've seen you on the field preaching that, and I've seen you get upset on the field because we accidentally scored a point or two that maybe weren't in the overall plans. But thank you. Halloween weekend, we play the Red Devils. Fred's standing here. Fred's deathly afraid of the Red Devil on Central Cambria's field. He does. Look, he's saying it right now. I don't like it. How about you?
You know what? It is a scary Red Devil, but they have they've done a nice job in the school district. They have a elementary school Red Devil as well. It doesn't look as scary.
That's why, yeah, you tone it down for the kids. Or you're not afraid of anything like it, are you?
I'm afraid of a lot of stuff.
Like clowns.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That. Yeah, I pegged you that. Like parole officers, stuff along that line.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to trick or treat?
No, not this year.
No, you'll take a year off. That's good. So listen, once again, we can't wait to see you back here next week, right? West Shamokin did prevail and win, so we will be playing them here next Friday night.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, we'll see you then, Brandon. Thanks. Back to you guys. Me and Fred are going to sign out here together.
It's over, buddy. I'm going to go trick-or-treating.
All right, Fred's going to go get his face painted, and Ed, maybe I'll meet up with you where we usually talk about the game and break it down later tonight.
That sounds good. I think that's the plan. I think we got to go celebrate this 2019 Laurel Highlands. Since they won the Laurel Highlands last stone to get the trophy right here in Hurlinger Field.
We know what we might do. We might just try to say hi to a couple seniors that maybe don't get.
That sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it sounds great.
So let's see what we can find here. We'll wander the field. We're looking around. Need a couple players here.
They should just call that elementary Red Devil the Fred Yanity Devil.
We may have lost PJ. I'm not sure.
Maybe he turned his microphone off. Not sure. PJ, you still there?
I don't hear his microphone unless he did turn it off while he's trying to find a player or two.
That might be the case. I don't know.
Yeah, big night here as the Rams get the Laurel Highlands Trophy back. First time since 2019. They go 10-0. Which is just phenomenal. Next week, Stone will be back here at Hurlinger Field as the Richland Rams will take on the West Shamokin Wolves. And we should have a heck of a football game. And so far, long-range forecast looks very, very good for Friday night. So hope to see everybody out. If not, we'll be back right here broadcasting. You can watch, you can listen, and that's the whole point. If you can't get to the game, then make sure you do that. We always enjoy everybody listening and watching to the broadcast. And let us know if you're listening. We'll certainly give you shout-outs.
Oh, yeah, we love the support. We enjoy all of you watching and sending in that you are watching. And shout out to my grandpa. He's been a person that's watching.
There we go. There's PJ.
There he is.
New batteries. Let's find some of these seniors.
All right, who we got?
Where are they at? I don't even see them. I think they all left the field.
It's time to celebrate. Hey, can you grab Zach Hancock? I see him right here. I see Sam Penna and Zach Hancock right around the 50-yard line up here.
Yes,
so here's Zach Hancock.
There you go.
One of our seniors, stud 77. Lighting the field up with sacks again, huh? you got a few tonight, I think. Oh yeah, you tackle a quarterback behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes in the zone. I didn't realize it.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Are you ready for the playoffs?
Oh, 100%.
Are
We're
you?
waiting for it. Senior year playoffs.
Are you trick or treating this year?
Of course.
Come on, man. Aren't you really getting a little?
What's he going to dress up as, though?
Dress up as?
I don't know if I can say it on here, but
I got your idea. Let's see Sammy Pennos. Here's our stud quarterback and also great defensive player. Had an interception tonight, did you?
Didn't count, but yeah.
Why didn't it count? I caught
Yeager held him.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, Sam. So, what do you think? How are we going to do in this playoff run?
Hope we're going to go 1-0 every week, and if we go 1-0 every week, then we'll have another title.
Talking like a smart man there.
Love
game by game.
Game
by game. I see my son ran away from me. And I'm not sure where the rest of these guys are. You know who I'd really like to put the mic in front of? If I can find him, is Darden Horsley. There he is.
All right.
He's standing right here. Miss Darden Horsley, another senior we're going to talk to, and we're going to make you famous. So, I mean, since you were in 8th grade, you've been putting the ball right into Sam's hands, right?
yeah, for the most part, I try to.
So, how are we going to do in this run for the championship?
We're gonna keep it going and persevere through anything we got.
All right. I ask this question to everybody, not like you. By far, you're not a little kid anymore. Trick or treating in your future this year?
That's only for the parents to find out.
Okay. Well, I haven't got a straight answer from anybody. But
Oh, my goodness.
Great season. Way to be a champion. So, guys, I don't know. I'm going to try to embarrass my son if I can find him. But
he just walked off the field. I saw him.
He did. I see.
Yeah.
I don't even know where he went. Probably chasing his girlfriend. All right, guys. Back to you.
All right,
Thanks to all
PJ.
our
Thanks,
viewers,
buddy.
And we'll see you all next week.
Thank you,
I do
PJ.
see him. Hold on.
Oh, I think you might be able to grab
I'm
Ryan
going to
here.
try to grab him.
You can run faster than that, PJ.
No, I can't.
PJ's got a bum knee.
I got a bad knee here.
So he's got a bad knee. He's not going to be. Don't tell him to run and hurt himself.
Here he is, Ryan McGowan's the last senior I didn't get to talk to. So, Ryan, tell us about your senior year. You came back from a bad injury. I know because I was in the hospital with you all through that. So kudos to you to make a strong comeback in that. But what's this team going to do in the playoffs?
Oh, we're going all the way.
Love it.
Game by game, right?
Oh, yeah. 1 week at a time, but every week.
That's right. So trick-or-treating, all the other guys said they were thinking about going. Are you going to go to that?
I am, yeah.
What are you going to dress as?
Bugs Bunny.
It's interesting. So another proud moment for my son to deliver that kind of information to me. So, all right, guys, let's write this one off, and we'll pick it up next week.
All right, PJ.
Great interviews as well, PJ. So Ryan going to dress up as Bugs Bunny. And if anybody's interested and you like Mounds bars, please head to Fred Yannity's house. He wants trick-or-treaters. He's only got 2 bars, so you got to get there quickly. So trick-or-treat starts at 6. Make sure you're at Fred's house by 5:59. To get the Mounds bar.
He's got to get his beauty sleep.
All right, so yeah, big night here, Stone. Big season. Richland Rams go undefeated, and just what a magical season. Given the injuries as they piled up, and even before the season, to know you're not going to start a season having Brock Batchy, arguably one of the best linebackers in the Laurel Highlands, knowing you're not going to have him pretty much all season long. He does come back and makes a sack against Somerset. Unfortunately, that's about the only time he got into the game, and then was injured right after that. And then you lose Graydon Lewis, and here you are sitting. I mean, I'm dumbfounded, and I'm amazed. I mean, really, I mean, these young men just kind of step in, Fred, and they just go ahead and they just play. And just what a magical season.
It's like a broken record, you know. I mean, it really is incredible. It'll be one of the seasons that we'll be talking about for a long time. You know, the undefeated season with Kellen Stahl and all that a couple years ago, we were talking about that for a long time.
Yep.
And how dominant that team was. The story of this team will be the adversity that they faced and the way that they faced it with the young guys stepping up. There were a whole bunch of freshmen and sophomores. That was the crazy thing. And now you got a future to be excited about because you still have Evan McCracken and you got Brody Hollis, who's a freshman, and Austin Yarnick, who's a sophomore, who's having a career year. And there's lots to be excited about this year and in the future years.
Yeah, and the expectation, Fred, coming into this year. I mean, everybody along Laurel Highlands was saying, they don't have Kellen Stahl anymore. They don't have Aiden Thomas anymore. They don't have Griff LaRue anymore. This team is not going to be that great. Well, we can handle Graydon Lewis and Evan McCracken and Sam Penn. We'll be fine. And no, that's not the way it goes. Richland comes out and just really, I mean, but what I like is the adversity they have faced. They know there's no secret here. They can be behind, Stone. They're not going to panic. And in years past, the 1 year, the only time we were down in a game was the Mud Bowl. That whole season long, we hadn't lost a game, and the only time we were ever down in a game was at the Mud Bowl.
Yes.
And I mean, there was no adversity until that point. And this team has faced adversity all season long. Down by 7, down by 14. It doesn't matter. This team just keeps coming and coming. They wear you down, and very, very hard to stop. I mean, Duke and Chase, that to me is just another weapon that if anybody is scouting this team now says, oh my God, we got to watch out for 88 now. We can't just key on 13 and 10 and 6. Now you got another weapon. Now it puts a whole new, plus Sam Penna, to me, the running game picked up when Sam started doing more of some quarterback keepers, which he wasn't doing early in the season. Now their quarterback keeper is there. He ran for 56 yards on the very first play.
Exactly.
So many things to have to account for. Just so many things in the minds of the other team that comes in. You have to watch and you have to account for. It makes it very, very difficult. And if Richland doesn't turn over the football, I'm going to find it very hard for anybody to come here.
Exactly. And I think the season-defining win is going to be Week 2 against Central because when Graydon Lewis went down, I know we're saying it again and again and again, but it's so just amazing. He went down, and I think we were losing at that point, or it was tied or something. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, it's over. There's no way we come back from this. And, then you have Austin Yarnick come in, and I think he finished that game with 2 touchdowns.
A huge game.
And then you started saying names like Cody Yeager and Brody Hollis, and they won that game, and then you could kind of realize after that, there's something special here. Right? I mean, you got a bunch of young guys coming in, and Sam Penna, that was really his, hey, I'm here. I'm no joke. I may not be Kellen Stahl throwing the football, but I can run it and throw it just as well as he can. And, that was really a wake-up call to the rest of the conference and, the rest of District 6. Richland is no joke.
All right, so we're going to wrap up here. This is senior night at Hurlinger Field. Richland takes home the Laurel Highlands Conference Championship. They won. They clinched it last week. They actually get the trophy on the field tonight, courtesy of Coach Fred Yanity. So Stone, thanks for filling in. For PJ McGowan, for Fred Yanity, I'm Ed DiMartino, along with Stone Mangus. We're going to say goodnight. We'll see you all again next week as Richland will start their run for the 5th straight District 6 title. It starts here at Hurlinger Field against the West Shamokin Wolves. So hopefully we'll see you here. If not, please join us on the air at 7 o'clock next week. And we'll see you all. Stay safe, everyone. Have a good time trick-or-treating. Happy Halloween. You have been listening to the Richland Ram Football Network.